Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, and it is Wednesday, so you know what that means. That means we're getting into another AEW Dynamite tonight. We are starting the night off with optimism, with hope, with excitement. Lots going on this card tonight. Lots to get into, lots to talk about, and what will continue to happen with the Bucks, with Tony. We're going to get into all of it, folks. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, click all those buttons, get in that chat. It's going to be a fun one. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream. We got AEW Dynamite tonight, but I will remind you, we are the channel that just watches more live wrestling than anyone else out there. We got original content coming your way. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming your way, interviews and more. We're looking forward to it all. Get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Take this link, drop it anywhere they're talking wrestling. I want to see triple digits in this chat tonight. So get in there. Let me know what you're thinking about. Are you excited for the show tonight? There is a lot to get into. We got Cameron going to take on Mariah May. We got Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, Big Bill, and the Learning Tree will be in action. I'm sure that's going to be a doozy. We will hear from Serena Deeb, face-to-face between Christian and Swerve Strickland. Kenny Omega has an important announcement. So we'll figure out what that is as well. Of course, Brody King's going to take on Adam Copeland as he works his way through the House of Black. And what other twists, what other turns, what other excitement will Tony Khan and AEW have for us this Wednesday? I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, we're going to start with a little bit of hope. We're going to start with some optimism. We are going to put our hands together and really hope that Mr. TK can give us something fun tonight. Lots of action, lots of story. We'll see what's up. But folks, I see that chat blowing up already. Get in there. I will get to the chat momentarily, but lots going on in the wrestling world. Lots of talk. AEW still in Canada for this one. So I don't know, is Tony still going to try and run the show remotely? Has he been cleared to return? What do you guys out there think is going to be Kenny Omega's big announcement? But with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. I hope your week is going well. You got Hump Day in the books. We're going to cap it off with some wrestling. We're back at it tomorrow, 8 p.m. tomorrow. We got the Wrestling Court kicking off. Anthony versus Nick, the trial of Tony Khan. Do not miss that. That's going to be a fun show. And then Friday, of course, round one continues of the Queen and King of the Ring. Friday looks stacked. We're going into the weekend full of wrestling. And then all week long as we continue to bring you more live reaction than anybody else out there, folks. But I will take a second to remind everybody, I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, the man that just doesn't know when enough is enough, keeps coming back for more. Looking forward to tonight, like I said. Let me know in the chat, what are you looking forward to? What are you curious about? What do you think could happen? And what is this announcement? We will find out. But what do you think? What do you think? I don't know. I'm going to say hello to some of the people, and I will remind you again, super chat, super stickers, membership. If you want to stand out, we try and click on every single chat message. It's tricky. It's tricky. You guys keep us busy. So make sure you use the other ways if you want to stand out and be a part of the show. But C-Money, good to see you. First one in the house tonight. A major announcement on Dynamite tonight. Not major. An important announcement is what I read. So I don't know if there's a difference. We've seen big announcements. We've seen historic announcements. We've seen industry-changing announcements, major announcements. So we will find out. Maybe could Kenny be coming back? Is he ready to go? Did he avoid surgery and he's cleared? Is he what could this announcement be? We will find out. Will they start the show with the announcement? Will they end the show with the announcement? Will he be there in person? lots to figure out, lots to get into. But see, Money, good to see you. Damien, always looking forward to the things. But welcome back, almighty Black Adam. How you doing? How you doing? Let's go. Omega will announce who he will fight, the Elite in Anarchy at the arena. Can he pull that off? See here, Robert, the tricky part with that, and good to see you, Robert. It's always fun to have you around on a Wednesday. Here's the trick with that. Kenny Omega came out and basically said, if I get struck in the, in the stomach, in the abdomen, I could die. It could be very bad for me. He took the chair shot last week. So if he comes out this week and says, well, I'm going to be in Anarchy in the arena match, is he okay? Is he cleared to do so? Is it something he can pull off? I don't know. Again, it would be kind of a nice story for AEW and a big pop if Kenny could return to action. But as you could imagine, his health has to come first. So I don't know where it stands. So that's why I'm a little uncertain about what this announcement's going to be. I wonder what Kenny Omega's important announcement is exactly. Larry Mack, good to see you. We don't like you, Bullhorn Betty. Sorry, Bullhorn Betty, we don't like you. But let's go. Can't wait for Kenny's announcement. Can't wait. I'm excited. I'm curious. I wonder how this is going to tie into everything we've seen so far. And again, mixed reviews, obviously. There's people out there that think AEW is doing the best stuff ever. A lot of people, a lot of professionals, a lot of Hall of Famers, a lot of people that have been around the business aren't quite sold. I know we here at the channel have been a little bit critical of the path we're on with AEW right now. But I would say that I'm optimistic. And again, you always want to be optimistic with this. I really hope it makes sense. I really hope it adds an element. I hope it works. We'll see. I don't know yet. Team AEW needs to be Eddie Kingston, FTR, and Sammy Guevara. Oh, they can do better than that. Robert, they can do better than that. Come on. And don't you imagine if there's going to be a team AEW, would it not involve Hangman Adam Page? How could you leave Page out of that? I don't know, man. Richard, good to see you tonight. How you doing? Anyone see the card is underwhelming. 3 talking segments, no Ospreay, Danielson, Moxley, or Claudio. Harley and Jericho wrestling. This card gives me worry. Well, again, you're not wrong. I mean, Brody and Copeland have the potential to be decent. Now, Adam Copeland's matches haven't exactly set the world on fire as of late. Trent and Orange Cassidy should be a good one. Should be intense. I personally feel like if you had Orange Cassidy and Trent after all this time, after all these years, break up and not be friends anymore, you get the Trent turn, I feel like this should be a pay-per-view payoff. So maybe this match tonight does somehow lead to the pay-per-view, leads to Double or Nothing. But to me, if these guys have been best friends from the minute this company started, you got to make a bigger deal, a bigger production. It's got to matter that these two guys are no longer friends or neither one gets over. They kind of stay status quo. So that's my hope there. What else on the card? We talked about it. Serena Deeb we'll hear from, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, I mean, again, Cameron going against Mariah May should be interesting. I mean, with all the talent they have in the roster, and I don't want to take anything away from Harley Cameron. I really don't. I again, she could overachieve tonight and surprise me. But you have a lot of talent on this roster. Is this the best choice? I don't know. But again, a very interesting situation. The Jericho stuff continues to be shit and is a pit of the show. I'm not excited, happy, or any bit prepared for Jericho and Big Bill tonight. I think a lot of people want it to go away. I know people like Dave Meltzer out there trying to convince people, oh, the heat he's getting is great and it's good and that's what he's supposed to do. People want you to go home. Even some of the hardcore tribalists feel like they've had enough of Chris Jericho. This gimmick is bad. He's trying to be clever. Well, I'll just lean into it. If they're going to call me the Vortex, I'll be the Vortex. Yeah, but it's not good. It's not good at all. And that it becomes a downfall. Every single week, there is a pit in the middle of the show that just Jericho can't help but being that vortex in the middle of it all. So be it. We got the Kenny Omega one. We got a face-to-face. I mean, we got to build up Swerve and Christian. After the beatdown last week, a face-to-face this week seems a little bit backwards, but c'est la vie. I hope it's good. I want Swerve to have a good title run. Christian, as far as what they could do in ring, should be really good. So I hope they find a way to build that up. I really do. All right. Almighty Black Adam, gotcha. We are ready. We're all ready. Let's go. Let's go. As we are about 4 minutes away from the start of the show. Robert, good to see you. Roddy, good to see you. Let's get ready to watch AEW. Suck it. I hope it better not. Cutter, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to the Brian Myers learning tree. Oh, shit, my bad. The Chris Jericho learning tree. Now AEW will be ripping off TNA. That is an amazing point, Cutter. I haven't heard anyone else mention that. But yeah, funny enough that you mention it. That was a thing once upon a time. I wonder where Anthony is. That's kind of funny. And you know what? I feel like he's not doing a good job. Brian Myers should be disappointed. No, see, TNA Bush League. See, this is where AEW fans get themselves in trouble because the quality of the wrestling and the quality of the story on TNA is at times better than AEW. And AEW fans often want to dismiss TNA. It's not fair. And even if you look at the ratings this week, an NXT that I did not love last night. I wasn't a big fan of it. I gave it low marks. Literally does 658,000. I mean, we've seen the numbers in AEW dip, and now they're on almost at par. So that NXT TNA, they're garbage. We don't bother with that. You got to wake up and smell the roses, Robert. There's a lot of good wrestling outside of AEW. And I'm not saying you can't like AEW. What I'm saying is outside of AEW, there's a lot of good wrestling happening. And if you put yourself in that tunnel vision where you don't see the rest, you think you're getting really, really, really good, but you might not be. Let's be real. It's like if you're starving and I give you a cracker, right? Dynamite just added Rocky Romero and Jay White. Not quite sure why this is happening. That's interesting. Again, a little more of a build or sell. Sliding this one in. Rocky really doesn't do anything for me. He's kind of a jobber at this point. Doesn't really come in and win ever. So Jay White should pick up the W. Not quite sure exactly what the idea behind this match is. Roddy, I think I got you already. I'm going to rapid fire through some of these names. I see this list getting long. Fill up that chat, folks. We're almost at 100 already. Let's go. What's up, Brandon Barnes? Good to see you. BPE. I hope they're not in Canada again. Oh, here comes my friend. Again, I think just be very mindful of the house you're living in before you start throwing stones. AEW fumbled, and who cares? Well, we'll find out. They haven't done it yet. They might have fumbled before, but we have hope. Bash 8, hello. Howdy, brother. Fluff Salisbury. Good to see you. Good to see Bash 8 back with us. Jay, how you doing? Larry, how you doing? Christian, welcome. Aussie Open and Omega, interesting. In what capacity? Like as a unit? That'd be interesting because 2 out of the 3 of Aussie Open are in the Callis family, still a thing. And actually, this angle might work even better if this was a Callis thing, to be 100% honest with everybody. But yeah, I don't know how we swing that around. Serena Deeb should run the women's division behind the scenes. I don't know if I'm factual in this, but I believe she does have a hand in. She's been working as far as training other women, helping other women. Again, a vet with great experience, technical savvy, one of the most renowned wrestlers in the world. Yeah, I mean, I would love to get more out of Serena Deeb. I really would. Cutter, we got you. Robert, we got you. Ken, they're in Edmonton, I believe. Alberta, at least. I'm pretty sure it's Edmonton. Who else we got? Vance is in the house. Welcome back, Vance. Jay, I got you. AJ's in the house. How you doing, AJ? Dave, that's a long one. And I'm getting the start of the show, so I'm going to have to circle back to you, brother. Chris, I see you. M-Boy, I see you. The real one. WWE is still terrible. Not based on Monday. And we'll see what the Dynamite does tonight. We really will. But I am getting the kickoff. Adam Copeland on the phone, walking in. Let me grab my beverage. So we're starting off with a backstage. Adam Copeland setting up his match with Brody King, folks. Remember, we take a prediction out of for every match. We take a rating out of 10 at the end of the night. So get in that chat. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Jay Boy, good to see Richard, Serena, and Tony should be good, but feels like Jamie Hayter is being saved for dethroning Tony Storm when she is healthy. When is she coming back? She's been out forever. OVW, there you go. You can get through some of it. Yeah. Realest guy in the room. How you doing? How you doing? Bring back Enzo. Fuck Jericho. Bring back Enzo. AEW's women's division roster is far better than WWE and TNA. Yeah, no, it's not, unfortunately. That sounds good, but if you write the names down on paper, you could take the top 5 women in AEW and they would move into the mid-card of WWE. And that's being subjective. That's stepping back and going, okay, let's look at this. Realistically, AEW doesn't have a Charlotte Flair. They don't have a Becky. They don't have a Rhea. They don't have any stars like that. They don't even have a Jade. Like, if they were to sign, even Mercedes Moné went to AEW because she wasn't going to be a superstar in WWE. So, yeah, I humbly disagree with that completely. TNA's roster is revamping, and I'll say it again. NXT books women and highlights their women division better than any other show that we watch every single week. Oh, there we go. We just got a booby. We got a Janet Jackson to open the show. As here comes Orange Cassidy. That was random. Baby, show your boobs. Did anyone else see that? Am I on my own? But I do see triple digits. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Titty, yeah, I wasn't alone. What the hell? Good evening, Brandon. The real one, 7-star matches tonight. Yeah, let's hold our breath. Let's see. And again, I love the AEW fans. And realistically, I know a lot of them don't watch, like the tribal ones don't watch other programming. But I mean, if you watch the quality of matches we got on Monday and you come into Wednesday, I want to see quality. I want to be entertained. I want this 2-hour show to go by fast. And I said it to start the show, starting with optimism. We're starting off with Trent. We're starting off with OC. Trent did not get a new entrance, which he should have. I thought they would change his shit up a little, being a heel. But we'll see. I mean, again, I think this is a pay-per-view match. So I hope this somehow leads to something. But we'll find out. I mean, what can we do? What would you do in this situation? KJ, what's your thoughts on the upcoming Tony Storm and Serena Storm? There you go. I love Serena Deeb. She's going to take an L. Should be a really good match. I hope it's really good. I hope the crowd doesn't sit on their hands. And actually, going back to the previous comment about women's divisions, one of the biggest problems with AEW's women's division is Dave Meltzer. And Dave Meltzer either symbolizes or represents a large part of the AEW fan base, where they moan and moan about the women's division or talk about how good their women are. But every time their women get in a match, guys like Meltzer rate it shit. They treat the women's division like shit. They don't support it. They don't get off their hands when the women are in the ring. So if you want better women's representation on AEW, you got to act like it. As we get a huge tope by OC and we are off and running. Do you got OC or do you got Trent? Who wins? Yep. That's Tony's go-to, Jay. Tony loves starting with OC. But no Bucks reference to start the show tonight. No Tony. Not yet. We're starting off with OC and Trent. Who's going to win? I'm going to scroll back up and click on some of these. Again, if I miss your comment, feel free to repeat yourself. And remember, I do have the super chats and the super stickers if you want to be heard. But Brandon, I think I clicked on you. What's up? BPE is going to get kicked out. Hobbs is out for a year. Has it really been diagnosed for a year? Or prognostication? Is he out for a year? Shit. That's unfortunate, especially in a shitty match that did nothing for anybody anyway. As right now, Trent is all over Orange Cassidy on the outside of the ring. They're letting us know EVP, by the way. They've added EVP to the graphic. EVP Kenny Omega will make an announcement tonight. Night. No, AEW is Bush League compared to WWE, NXT, TNA, MLW, and New Japan. Like I said, there's good quality wrestling in all of these shows. Some are better than others, and they take turns. Some are hot one month, and the others are hot another month. I've had times with TNA or NXT where I don't like it. I don't think it's giving me the product. I've had times with Raw and SmackDown where it's been disappointing. But when you watch as much wrestling as we do, you start noticing what stands out. And like I've said before, I feel like there's been three good Dynamites in 2024. That's it. The last two have been awful. And if you go, like, other than a small pocket of people, universally, they've been criticized for the Dynamite since Dynasty. Correct me if I'm wrong. But right now, I got OC in the crowd. I got Trent in the crowd. I think, OC stopped to get some popcorn as they're going up the stairs. What do you think? What do you think, folks? I hope so. I hope so, Robert. I'm not going back to the dark ages. It's just WWE. Got that one. KJ, you know it's going to be a 30-minute match. I hope not. But again, you open the show. They're in the audience. So, hey. Wait, Jay White back to a singles match on Dynamite? Yeah, random. I don't know what's happening here. Salisbury, Maryland. Jesse, what are you drinking? I'm back. Guess who's back? Realest guy in the room. How you doing? Got that one. All right, gonna slide back down a little bit. Hato will return it all in. That's so far away. Like, does that put her out about a year? Yeah, shit. Yeah, that's a lot. Enzo is OVW. Yes, Enzo's been doing the rounds. And as a guy that I've actually had a conversation with, super nice guy. I wish he'd get back into it. I still say if he was to walk out, he'd get a huge pop. And big suplex on the floor. This is going to be the greatest Dynamite ever. Yeah, let's hold our breath, real one. Let's hold our breath. What do you think of Kenny's big announcement? I really don't know what to make of it, Jared. That's a great question. What's up, gamer, by the way? Good to see you. J-Boy, Easy Bake, Richard. Socks is in the house. Good to see you. Juan's back with us. Damien, I gotcha. Cutter, Jordan. Odds. I feel like I'm missing people, but I got most. I think Danny D back in the house. Trent for the win. OC for the win. I got OC. I'm going to go Trent, guys. If OC wins, the feud's kind of over. OC versus Trent versus no, well, maybe, but I doubt it. And remember, basically what they said was Chuck's retired. Chucky. Hitting Orange Cassidy thumbs up on the video. Let's go, folks. I got over 120 in the chat right now. Get us 100 plus likes. If you're watching right now, click that thumb, click those little reaction buttons. I want to see those little hearts and such popping up on the screen. Massage that algorithm as we continue to roll through tonight. See if we can get to 150. Why are we getting this match on Dynamite? I think this match, and for those who think this is like, oh, he's hating on AEW, I'm not. I actually am giving it enough credit that I feel like Trent and OC should be a pay-per-view match. And it still might be. Don Callis. Oh, my Lord. Here comes Don Callis. It's the greatest division ever. I need specifics, real one. Context is king. Trent. We are getting this match on Dynamite. We are. It should be a double or nothing match. Let's not lie. OC for the win. I like that, Ken. As we go to pitcher and pitcher, Don Callis has waddled his way out to ringside. I believe he's going to join the commentary team, perhaps. And OC currently in control of Trent Beretta. Orange Cassidy is going to win. He's been booked like Super Cena in AEW. He really has. We used to joke that, that's why he was on the Wrestling for Life fantasy team for the longest time, is he gets booked and he wins a shit ton. OC for the win. OC Trent double DQ. Yeah, that's what honestly, Bash, I kind of see that happening. if I was to be booking, I would kind of think that way. I'm definitely in agreement with you that some type of tomfoolery allows this match to continue into Double or Nothing. Now, here's the weird question. We saw Don Callis talking to Orange Cassidy, but Trent just turned heel. Would it have not made more sense that Don Callis was trying to work with Trent? And would Don Callis, with all the heat that Don Callis gets, would he have not helped Trent's heel turn to really solidify Trent as a heel? I'm not quite sure where this story is going, how they're going to do this. I'm a little uncertain. Thunderstorm warning. There you go. That's tomorrow on SmackDown. Get Danhausen out of my company. Is Danhausen still in the company? Yes. WWE, WWF, Machiavelli, good to see you. And AEW are plagued with injuries. A lot of wrestling injuries as of late. You're not wrong about that. The list in both companies is pretty extensive. Realistically, when you're missing Adam Cole, MJF, and the list goes on. I mean, Britt hasn't been around in over a year. No Hater. It really is a test to the depth. You have someone like Adam Page that just apparently doesn't want to come to work. Yeah, I mean, I think the saving grace, Rhea Ripley gets hurt in WWE. You get a Liv Becky feud. They'll be okay. But when you lose people like MJF, now you're going down the chart a little. A swerve timer. Did we get a swerve timer? I didn't see it, Richard. Did that happen? There you go. The real one's feeling it. 44 stars for everybody. You get a star. You get a star. Pockets. 420 WWE. All right. What does TV have written? What does TV have written on his tape? I don't know, Cutter. I'll check it out. Did the OC match even start? Yeah, we're rolling along, Bash. We're coming out of picture in picture. Both men fighting to get to their feet. OC with a big right. Trent answering back. AKJ and Big Nick, AEW, AEW. Yeah, big shout out to Big Nick and Ringsider Anthony. Both those gentlemen will be here tomorrow for a wrestling court, the trial of Tony Khan. Do not miss out. This is going to be a fun time. And we're, Tony facing some charges and stiff prosecution from the Axeman, Ringsider Anthony, going up against the neck brace, Big Nick. We'll see. Danhausen still, yeah, that was my question. Is Danhausen still signed? We got the face-to-face countdown in 41 minutes. I have a slight issue with the timer. Based on how things are supposed to go, we don't know how long the matches are going to be. Very hard to tell us that we're getting a face-to-face in 41 minutes. And why? Is that so epic that people are going to stay around for it? I don't know. Best frenemies, fair enough. Trent for the win. Hopefully they don't have Kenny announced at the end of the show. At this point, it kind of feels like it. I mean, if you're going basically at the top of the hour, you're going to have Swerve and Christian. You're just going to do Kenny's announcement in the middle. So if it's not at the top of the hour, I'm assuming it will close out the show. That's what the countdown should be. I see Elite will attack TK's father, making this more ridiculous, building up. Yeah, that's we go to live on the scene from the head offices of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Shad Khan taking a beating in his office. NXT got a right rating for them, 659. Yeah. Again, though, that's pretty good for a shit show because it wasn't a great show. Do you think there's a realistic chance that we could see Kenny Omega in WWE, especially with the regime? Yeah, I think Triple H would be open to it. Based on what I've heard from Kenny, I know there's clips going around of Kenny on Twitch and such. I think the ultimate factor here, Kyle, will be, where does Kenny feel like he's at with his career? Have the injuries piled up on him? Huge pile driver. That match should be over. Trent's not going for the pin, and on his tape says Chuck, by the way. He has Chuck written on his tape. So Trent hits a pile driver and then just stares. He's not done yet. Yeah. So it'll all depend on where Kenny's at with his career. If Kenny's feeling healthy, feeling good, feeling like he can contribute, out of the EVP group, out of the original elite, Kenny to me is the guy that would give it a try. Because you got to think about it. You look at the names there. It's not like Kenny's going to have a lack of matches. And again, the idea of, you know what, maybe I could be the main event of a WrestleMania in front of 70,000 people. Oh, I know, we got Wembley. But this is a company that's doing huge shows constantly. It would really help Kenny to solidify himself as one of the best that ever did it, or a generational talent, however you want to look at it. I really think it would help his stock. Trent with the running, basically, the insane knee. This match has come to a halt. Taz will not be on Dynamite. He posted on X. Okay. We do have Don Callis on commentary. So here's where I get confused by the show. Trent hits a pile driver. Trent hits a running knee. Then Trent takes the turnbuckle off. Now OC takes the turnbuckle off. We're even. So instead of Trent going for the win, he just gets rolled up, and Orange Cassidy with the W, because Trent Beretta is a moron. Terrible ending, folks. That is not a good ending to this match. But I hope this means we're not done yet. Maybe we will get a better double or nothing match. So Trent Beretta had it down and out. Woo! Good evening, Unbroken. Who was this wrestling? It was Trent Beretta, Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy picks up the W. So the match ends like this, guys. And I think Trent's about to jump OC. Yeah, here he goes. So, I don't love the ending, but it allows us to get there. My only issue with the ending is it makes Trent look kind of stupid. Trent should have pulled the turnbuckle off without having the match already in the bag. Like, pull the turnbuckle off out of desperation. I can't pin this guy. He kicked out of the pile driver. He kicked out of a running knee. I'm gonna cheat. And then OC says, haha, I got you. I'm okay with that. That was the only thing I would tweak there. But right now, Trent is laying a beating after the match to Orange Cassidy. The Elite story is being treated as AEW's number one storyline. So will it end the show again? Yeah, I believe so, Richard. And it has. It felt like the priority. Oh. Trent going for a pile driver, but holy shit. Trent was having trouble holding the driver, but we get a pile driver on the stairs. Quick! Somebody get this man Tony's neck brace. He needs it. Holy shit. The referee, it's over. No shit, Stripes. What match gets the endless slap fest? I imagine Jericho's going to be involved in one now. Some of the big slappers, are not included tonight. No Moxley, no Kingston. Maybe Brody King and Edge have a bit of a slap off. Maybe. But Beretta's not done yet, folks. Ring the bell. Ring the bell a little. Beretta gets a chair. Vance Rawlings for show. Will Ospreay won't stop talking about WWE. No, he can't. It's almost like he had the option between two girls and he picked one girl, but he keeps his eye on the other girl and can't stop talking about her. Like, shit, they're doing good. She's doing good without me. Girl or guy, by the way. But now Don Callis is stopping Orange Cassidy. Statlander finally showed up. Apparently she was in the bathroom. There's the referees 7 minutes later. Nobody thought to send a referee or Statlander while he was being pile driven. All right. But Don Callis, somebody help me. Don Callis just saved Orange Cassidy. Slapping the bass. I like it. I like it. I love you, man. TJ, how you doing? How you doing? Machiavelli, WWE banned power drivers. Too many concussion lawsuits. I'm trying to remember if it still stands, but yeah, you don't see many anyway. So Trent saying it's about me. Statlander's not happy, but looking good. 123 kid, good to see you. TLD, good to see you. Keyshawn, good to see you. And now we are in the limo, the elite. Oh, dude, homeboy. Yo, do you remember when the horsemen used to drive their own car into the arena? They don't have a driver? I thought you guys were cool. But somebody has them blocked in. So the elite circling in. We're in the car with the elite. I'm a little surprised that the elite are driving themselves. And they are parking in the spot reserved for Tony Khan. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Paul L's 134 years old. Lazy booking. Okay, now we're getting a package from Kenny. Okay. Slapfest against Brody wouldn't be wise. Yeah, I mean, those fucking mailbox of hands that Brody King has. So, ladies and gentlemen, the elite have arrived. They parked in the spot reserved for Tony Khan. Again, a little too silly, a little too slapsticky for my taste, but whatever. They're trying to be assholes. Again, it makes Tony look like an inept boss because he can't do anything about it. But we literally have a replay from last week. FTR came out for the save. The elite walked off. FTR gets jumped. And they tip Kenny over, and poured him out. Orange is probably scared for his life. The Bretta should be fired. Facts. But, yeah, I really don't understand. Does anybody understand why Callis is working with OC and not Trent? But here's Jack Perry. Angry, apparently. Oh, last week. It's got a bit of a shiner. Slapsticky, yeah. Right? Slapsticky. They all look a little slapsticky, in my opinion. You take that whatever way you want to take it. Is Statlander, she's not scheduled to wrestle tonight there, Vance. Again, a woman that kind of fell into obscurity after losing her belt. When people talk about how good the AEW's women's division is, that is a woman that should be highlighted way more than she is. She's background to the best friends. She's background to Willow. She's hanging around with Bibbins. We don't know why. Okay. So Jack Perry's calling out Omega. But up next, we get an important announcement from Kenny Omega. A little bit of a weird placement for this announcement. Okay. I didn't expect this. I thought it would be either beginning, middle, or end. I didn't think it would be in the middle of the beginning. All right. Why did the EVPs turn on TK? He was good to them. Apparently, they're saving AEW. The story is, and it's funny, Keyshawn, because I know you watch a lot of wrestling. So the fact that fans out there have to ask these questions kind of shows you where we're at with the situation. So the story is essentially, we know Jack Perry's mad because Tony took 8 months of his career. But according to Tony, he sent him on an excursion to Japan. Why did you not just say out loud that you suspended the man? But regardless, the Young Bucks feel like AEW wandered away from what the mission statement was. They are not the AEW they were supposed to be. And because of that, they're taking over to make AEW great again. That's the gist of it. That's the Cole's Notes version of what the fuck is happening. Anthony, good to see you. After taking a pile driver on the steel steps, OC is still walking. Make it believable. Anthony Ferguson, my friend. That's it. That's all I'm asking for from my wrestling. I can extend my imagination. I can go with you. Grown men fighting, women fighting. I get it. They're not taking all these big moves. But if you want to sell me on the seriousness of an angle, you got it. You just took a pile driver on stairs and Don Callis one-armed him up the ramp. Tony Khan took a Meltzer driver. Ouch. Yeah, neck brace. OC, pile driver by Trent Beretta on stairs. Ow, neck brace. Right? Am I wrong? Make it believable, make it consistent. Because consistency is very important when you're trying to tell stories, guys. And by the way, just anyone who doesn't know, we are currently on commercial break. I see 130 people with us right now. We are rolling along. Be a friend, tell a friend, take this link, drop it elsewhere. Anywhere they're talking about wrestling, Facebook, Reddit, wherever. Share the gospel. That is the Wrestling for Life Network. Let people know they're missing out. And let's see if we can get this to 150, if not 200, by the end of the night. Up next, Kenny Omega has an announcement. And I'm wondering, and I might be wrong, I'm just wondering, is this going to be like a pre-tape thing? Is it going to be actually Kenny in the building? That's what I'm curious about. Absolutely. That made up sign is the worst part. Again, it's just these little details about the show kind of being cheesy instead of cool. Like all they have to, like other people have done this. So we are getting a taped. We are getting a taped Kenny Omega in the hospital. Imagine if you were in Edmonton, how pissed you'd be. Kenny's going to be here. No, he ain't. So let's find out, folks. What is the important announcement from Kenny Omega? So far, this does not suck. It's a little early. I'm not in Sucksville yet. I told you we're optimistic tonight. We are putting on all the positivity. We might have some questions, but we're going to try and stay positive. AEW. Maybe. I just got some rib tips, and they're so fine. They're so fire. Well, there you go. I'm happy for you, MDB. Anarchy in the Arena. The Elite versus Team AEW. FTR is going to be there. So is Kenny cleared? So the last member of the Team AEW for Anarchy in the Arena will reveal himself tonight to the Young Bucks and the Elite. So we are going to get Anarchy in the Arena. How do you feel about it, folks? Somebody predicted this. Did somebody leak it? Who in the chat? Remind me if you're still listening. Who said this was going to be the thing? That's eerily accurate. TJ, good to see you. I wonder if Kenny's announcement is him also being the GM. No, but he is making matches. So the Young Bucks and Kenny and Tony are all making matches. Everybody's got the power. Bruins already up 1-0. Jesus. But here comes Serena D, because let's follow up a talking segment with a talking segment. Wait, what? What did Easy Bake say? Flop. I said a flip. Flop. A flippy. Hey, KJ, what do you think of Kenny Omega's big announcement? I'm okay. I'm not. I don't love it, again, because we're getting Anarchy in the Arena, and I know some people out there are going to cream in their pants at the idea of an Anarchy in the Arena. The Anarchy in the Arenas haven't been great. In my humble opinion, they're fun. They are what they are. But it doesn't. I want you to build. I want you to build, and the excitement, the anticipation. But the exciting part of this is Kenny Omega's participating. What does that mean? Like, I don't know where he's at with his health, but he's healthy enough to participate. So it'll be Kenny, FTR, and a person that we will find out by the end of the night. I predicted it. There you go. Easy Bake. It's crazy. He's been in the ER for a week. Well, they never said that when they taped it. But again, if I was in the building and I thought Kenny was going to come out for an announcement, and we got a tape, oh, a little bummed. Let's go. Let the like button finish its story. Hit that like button, people. Hit share, hit subscribe, be a part of the family. So I got Serena Deeb with Tony talking about another Tony with an I. What if Kenny says, I can't wrestle, but I know someone who can, and it's Max? That'd be cool. Is Max back tonight? That'd be weird. But he could pull out, but then why say, like, he could literally say, I'm going to pick a team to represent AEW. I think it's going to be Hangman, to be 100% honest with everybody. So Serena Deeb's actually telling a very heartfelt story. So I stopped dead in my tracks, folks. I see 150. Let's get to 200. Be a friend, tell a friend. But Serena Deeb is talking about her real life medical issues. She had a series of seizures last year. So selling us, give us that babyface story. Couldn't explain it. Okay. So she's reaching, same people in the building, people at home that have also had seizures. Okay. It's a good story. Because it's authentic. It's kind of like what Kenny did last week, guys. CM Punk needs to be mentioned if they want views back. I'm coming back to this one, Richard. I will come back to this. I see almost 160 people. Keep it coming. If you're just tuning in, click that like and subscribe. Take this link, send it to your friends. Let's get us to 200 here tonight, folks. Let's be greedy. Serena Deeb wants to overcome all her issues and become world champion. And I like her. But here comes Tony Storm. Swerve or Hangman. It won't be Swerve. Swerve's got Christian Cage. 151, 154. Let's go. Hangman and the Shockman. Yeah, that's what they should do. They should run it back. Tony Storm in her favorite bathing suit. Oh, shit. Throwing money at Deeb, making it rain. Hey, dude, thoughts on the show so far, Chief? I will get back to that. I like that question. When these ladies kind of wrap up what they're doing, I'll touch on it. We're still pretty early. Show's been okay so far. Not amazing, but okay. But if you're just tuning in, Kenny Omega has announced we are getting an Anarchy in the Arena, Team Elite versus Team AEW, including Kenny, FTR, and a person to be named later throughout the night tonight. See, the tricky part right now, and I will ask you guys, if you're watching AEW Dynamite right now, you have Serena Deeb come out and cut this really heartfelt promo about having seizures and going through stuff and battling back and wanting to be champion. And then Tony kind of comes out. I think this is where she tones down her gimmick a little bit in this moment. As Deeb lays out Tony. Tony down. She's got them thighs. Cake City. Vin. Good to see you. I feel like it's been a hot minute, Vin. Deeb looking spectacular, though. Charlotte could take notes, or better yet, continue to stay off TV. She would embarrass herself more than her father. Vin, you're crazy. I can't wait for Charlotte to get back to the top of that chart. One of the best, if not the best, to ever do it. And again, with maybe the exception of my local Trontonian and Trish Stratus, but yeah, let's not be. I know a lot of people have hate for Charlotte, but let's be real. So, wait, Rocky's talking to OC. If Rocky beats Jay White, OC, Rocky, and a partner of their choosing get a trios match. Why? Miyu Shibata? Did you not just watch this man take a fucking pile driver, Rocky? How selfish are you? 3 segments in a row. Yeah, it's the show's kind of come to a bit, and it's not exciting. Like, it's not good promos. Like, it's not, oh my God, that was an amazing promo. I like what Serena Deeb did. Didn't love Tony's part in it. But here comes Mariah May, or Tony Jr. KJ, Kenny never said he was wrestling. He's naming FTR and 2 others. Is he naming 2 others, Steve G? Okay, because that's my question. Is Kenny in the involvement? I thought he was naming 1 other. So I will leave that to the chat. You guys can fact check for me. I know sometimes I talk over it. Sox is helping me out. So it's 2 people. Interesting. I'm guessing Ibushi's still on the shelf after his double ankle blowout. So it's probably not him. Hangman Adam Page and somebody. Who do you got, folks? And yeah, so if I misheard, we're naming 2 people. There you go. I thought Kenny was involved. She's not too excited. Oh, back on the show so far, it's been okay. We've hit a little bit of mud late, and this match might not help, as we actually have Saraya on Dynamite. It's been a hot minute. She looks all types of hello. But yeah, up next, get your predictions in on this barn burner. Mariah May going to take on Harley Cameron. I imagine Mariah May is going to win. The Guns. It's Harley's debut. She's been around for a hot minute, finally debuting. Motor City Machine Guns. That is interesting. That is interesting. I got to get back to Richard's comment, by the way. There you go, Chiefs. I followed you all in Instagram. Y'all are the best YouTube channel so far. Not just so far, ever. I'm just kidding. Humbly, thank you. Be a friend, tell a friend. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X. Go join the Discord. Follow all our stuff. Then go check out all our content, our shorts, our videos. We are on fire as a channel. We are growing so fast, guys, and I appreciate it. We owe it all to the amazing people out there. And as of last night, we even have fan art. So holy shit. But who you taking? Mariah May for the win. I got to get back to Richard's comment as well. Yeah, I'll let you guys debate that. KJ, they will be revealed tonight. Steve G. All right. So it could be MCMG. I like that. I never thought of that. Sox is in there too. I like it. You need 2 people. Okay. Not just Hangman. Or maybe not Hangman at all. FTR teams up with MCMG to take on the Elite. Eventually leads to a tag match between MCMG and the Elite. Okay. Harley Cameron. I like it. Didn't Rocky just say he was going to leave all this best friend stuff behind him last week? Yeah, and then again, OC takes a devastating pile driver on steel steps. He's fine. Just a nice bag. We're good. No big deal. Didn't break anything. Good. I'm rubber. I'm good. And then Rocky pitches him for if Rocky Romero beats Jay White tonight to get a trios championship match, Jay White might as well just go back to Japan. Let's be real. What the fuck are we doing with Jay White? Too bad AEW doesn't have an Elimination Chamber-like match to stick these chicks in the match. Deep Storm, Rosa. Well, I mean, they could do something. But again, I want to see them in stories. I don't want them just in all these gimmick matches. That's my issue, is everything just goes to a gimmick match. And as you have seen with the ticket sales, as you have seen with the ratings, the gimmick matches have a law of diminishing returns. And if they don't feel special, then they don't make sense, and they don't sell tickets because people know they can just watch the clips at home. They don't have to tune in. They've seen it a million times. I want the stories to be built up around this stuff. But yeah, again, you could definitely have a ladder match or some bullshit JV to stick all the ladies in one, I guess. Poor Tony. Knoxville, good to see ya. Can they slow down this show anymore? Come on. Yeah, somebody asked me how I was feeling about the show. The OC Trent match was okay. Didn't love the Don Callis stuff after. I didn't love the fact that you get a pile driver on the stairs and everyone's just hunky-dory. The refs all run out like 8 minutes too late. Sell me, make it believable. And then we just went into boring segment after boring segment after boring segment. Yeah, it's great. Kenny's from the hospital bed giving an announcement, setting up anarchy in the arena. Fine. Okay, we needed to do that. Then go into a match right after that. Then we get the Serena Deeb moment. Tony, man, didn't really move the needle. Wasn't great. I liked what Serena Deeb had to say. Very heartfelt. Tony comes out, kind of mucks it up, but that's her gimmick. I get it, but yeah, it was just a little off for me. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, guys, the show's slowed right down. And then coming out of that big chunk of kind of, promo, package promo, whatever, then you go into this match and you're like, oh, okay. As we are in picture right now, if anybody's wondering, and Harley is in control of Mariah, which I will admit, I think this match started off okay. I kind of like Harley. She plays the crazy thing. And maybe that's my fault. I have a thing for crazy. But so far, I think this match is all right. I have epilepsy. It's stuck. It sucks. I'm on meds. I can't go near a flashlight. I get dizzy. I am sorry to hear that, sir. I think someone else made the comment as well. If I missed it, I think someone else mentioned it. I grew up, a really good friend of mine, the same thing. And I literally remember being mid-phone call and an attack would happen. So I know. There it is, Mike. So shout out. Again, I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. Again, I hope you guys are doing well. But yeah, I mean, I think that's what I really liked about what Serena Deeb had to say, because there are people out there in our chat at home that can relate. And that's where you keep it serious. And I like the fact that Serena Deeb got one over. I don't think Serena Deeb is going to win, but she has a really good story. And I'd be okay if she was the champion, to be honest. Jay White better squash Rocky. Oh, it's not going to be a squash, Vance. You know we're going 10. We're going 10 strong. Anarchy in the arena will take place at Double or Nothing. Yes. Okay, full disclosure. Huge crush on Saraya for years. Huge. But man, they have done, like, she's been on Rampage for a year. I can't believe we're actually seeing Saraya on Dynamite, and she has been awful. I'm going to question for the chat. We got 150 plus. Remember, we want to get to 200. So keep it coming. Keep it coming. If you're just tuning in, click like, click subscribe, click all those little reaction buttons. Let's work out that algorithm. Let's get to 200 here tonight. Take our link, share it with the world. Any of your friends, anywhere you chat wrestling, drop this link. Let them know, let them know, let them know. But my question for the chat, what has been a bigger flop in the women's division? Saraya or Sasha Banks? Mercedes Moné. Moné. I got balloons. I don't know why I got balloons. They all float, Ricky. Rocky didn't want the show, did he? I have no idea. Nope, 2 others. Okay, so just to clarify, and the chat, thank you for helping me with that. Kenny Omega is naming 2 people. And the minute I read Damien's comment about MCMG, JV said it, someone else has said it, Sock said it. Yeah, I think so. Mariah May for the win. This match still going, but it's been a decent match. I got to give credit where credit's due. I know. Look at all the fans, just all the neckbeards just sitting like this. Is this boring match done yet? Is this boring match over yet? Man, when do the dudes come back? Oh no, bro. Like, you gotta get off your hands, guys. You gotta support the women's wrestling. And I feel like the hardcore tribalists of, that far, far, far reach of the tribe, they just don't like women's wrestling. I don't know. You got to support it. If you support it, they have to book it. As Mariah's setting up the hip thrust, not as much hip as her as Tony, but she's trying to throw some. Saraya saving the day. I don't know if she can take a bump in that top. Oh, apparently. We've already had some titties tonight. I don't know what's up. So I didn't go back and check. Does Saraya wrestle anymore? No. She's kind of become a manager. I have not seen her in the ring. They made a big deal about how she was going to take over the women's division. They made her champion in a horrible way. They gave a heel homecoming spotlight, which made no sense. And she's been irrelevant. It's just, wow. 3. Mariah May with the win. I'm okay with that. That was an okay match. Serena Deeb jumping her. Again, I got fears with this top. They're showing the ramp and no one's there. You queued early. Who's producing this show? Hangman and Marco Stunt. Shirakawa. Oh, goody. And Serena Deeb slides out. Not Serena Deeb. Saraya. My bad. Down goes Cameron. What the fuck? Oh. So, not Tony Storm and Mina embracing for a smooch. Oh, no. Just a tease. Just a tease. Winner is the tissue box. Fact, Jay. Ew, but facts. I would bring someone back. Lee, maybe. Interesting. Maybe it's knock it off. He brings back the baby oil. Saraya's laughing as she's going up the stage. That's the best part of this. So we're going to the newest member of the broadcasting team with Pac staring off in the distance. May 4 WW fan art with no pants. Pants free. Don't you hate pants? I'm not wearing any pants right now, maybe. Maybe. Don't visualize. No, it's not a good idea. Ricky Starks, Team AEW, highly unlikely. I think Ricky Starks on the verge of being out. So Jay White. So Jay White shooting his mouth off about Death Triangle, but they already set up Rocky, who's trying to go after. So again, I don't know if the bookers are talking to each other, if different segments are being written by different people, but I don't love the idea that Rocky's trying to get a trios match, and now we're picking a fight with Pac. If you want to do Death Triangle versus the Bullet Club, it sounds good to me. Don't complicate the story. Rocky has no business being involved. Now Jay White wants the Continental Championship. They still have the scissor belts. I thought maybe they changed the belts. There's a rumor that Jacob will overshadow Solo KJ. Damian, bring that back up in a commercial. I'll try and revisit it. I like the story. Again, I don't believe that some of these stories are based in sources. And I'll tell you why when I get a second. Mariah for the win. Got that. Yawn. The match was okay, though, guys. Empty in heaven. Split my bone. Why can't we get a pillow fight match? That close. They're almost that close. As we are getting Malachi Black in the back. So we went from an interview to a package. Yeah, okay. FTR and Aussie Open. That way you have 5 versus 5 if needed, because I see Hangman with the Elite. Oh, no. What if that's the turn, Steve? What if at Double or Nothing, Hangman returns to join the Elite? And I think that would be better for Hangman. And again, it's essentially they're calling themselves the Elite. They should call themselves the Fuck You Punk Club, or Punk Doesn't Like Us Club, or Punk Was Mean to Us Club, or Boo Hoo, We Miss Punk. Yes, sir. I admit, Philip. I admit you, KJ. I admit you, KJ, for watching this shit show every Wednesday. You could commit me, Philip. You could commit me. I think you might be commending me, but you could commit me for watching all the wrestling that I do. Again, that's why I always find it very interesting, as we are getting a House of Black package, and I don't mind Adam Copeland, Malachi Black. I really don't. But that's when people come into this channel and they're like, oh, you just hate AEW and you don't want to hear it. And if we give you our opinion and then you answer back and I don't like you answering back, I go and pout. I started this channel for Dynamite, for AEW, to defend AEW, to banter about AEW. I'm just being honest. Things changed. When I started the channel, Vince was ruining wrestling all over the world, and Tony was the savior. Now, Triple H is saving everybody and giving us all new, brand new shit that we're all happy about, and Tony's the evil billionaire. Shit changed. But I appreciate you admitting me, or committing me, or commending me, or all of the above. Jacob is not going to overshadow. Okay, so I am on a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. These are one of these stories that circulate. And again, I think it just comes out of like a podcaster suggests it and then somebody runs with it as news. I don't believe there's sources to support this for two reasons. One, the idea that they're afraid always makes me laugh. They have a plan. They know if they're bringing in Jacob Fatu, they know. If part of their plan is we have to build up Solo as the guy, to make him important, to make him matter. Because when we bring in Jacob, Jacob's going to take the spotlight. There's nothing we can do about it. Jacob is going to garner spotlight. So if they're planning for that, that to me makes sense. To me, that's not a problem. That's not it's like having a fucking, you got a blue chip prospect, but you already have a superstar. I got to make them work together, right? I got to figure out how to get them both on the ice or on the field. So for my money, it's a good problem for them to have. I think Jacob will have an opportunity. Jacob can do so many things and he's so dynamic. I just want to see how he gets into the fold of the WWE system. How comfortable is he in the WWE system? That will be the big thing about Jacob. But Solo will be fine. Tama will be fine. Tonga will be fine. Paul will be fine. Jacob is just another addition. And again, if he gets so over that you got to push him against Solo, let's do it. We saw them at WrestleMania changing plans. We saw them thinking on their feet before. But this idea that they're just kind of like running the business like willy-nilly and no real foresight or vision, that always makes me chuckle, because again, we've seen a lot of things play out. So yeah, this idea that, oh, they're afraid. Nah, they're aware that what Jacob brings to the table. That's why they want to pay him to come do it for them. They got to have a plan. And how does it work the best? How is it the most advantageous for the company and for the fans that ultimately are spending their money on the company? So I don't think it's an issue. I think it's conflated at best. Todd, good to see you. I'm sorry, says Boston. What are you sorry for now, my friend? But Bullet Club Gold carrying around like 40 belts is silly looking. It's factual. It's silly. It doesn't make sense. I thought they were going to merge the two belts. Now he wants to go after the Continental belt. Again, yeah, I'm with you. I don't love it. Again, less is more. Simplify. Keep it simple, stupid. So now we are getting a package on the Young Bucks. If you were Tony Khan and you were producing this show, which, by the way, they haven't talked about who's in charge of this show at all tonight. There's been no reference to Tony, no reference to the Bucks as far as who is running the show. See, last week we had to know who was running the show This week, we don't know. It could be anybody. But yeah, we get a little package of the elite changing the world. Oh, and here we are with the douche rags. How about MCMG Team AEW? Gordon, that seems to be the consensus in the chat, my friend. A lot of people thinking that. Well, as the Young Bucks are mockingly cheering on Swerve, who's about to come out now, has Swerve Strickland not been the biggest afterthought as a champion in the history of champions? Tell me when I'm telling lies. Does Swerve not feel like a giant afterthought in all of this? He didn't open this show. He's coming out after all the other shit. He is showing up at the top of the hour, so we'll see what that means. But we are getting a face-to-face between Swerve and Pac. And again, for the people who say, well, you tune in AEW for the wrestling. We're not getting a lot of wrestling. 2 matches. First hour, 2 matches, and 2 meh matches. The women's match was okay. The Orange Cassidy Trent match was okay. If anyone out there thinks those were fucking 4 or 5 stars, by all means, have a conversation with me. But let's be real. In an hour, we've had 2 okay matches. Swerve done dirty. Yeah. And again, people who hear me say that and think I'm criticizing AEW, I'm not. Well, I am, but I'm trying to promote Swerve. I want Swerve to do well. I want Swerve to get over. As we're getting a replay of Christian beating up Swerve, making him look like a complete jobber last week. They fumbled the bag on Swerve. To me, and you guys can tell me if you agree or not, Swerve winning the title feels like when Wardlow won the TNT title. Like there was all this buzz about Wardlow. They gave him the belt and they were like, we don't know what to do now. Kind of like the Acclaimed winning the belt. Everybody was mad. Oh, you got to give the Acclaimed the belts. You got to give the Acclaimed the belts. Gave them the belts. Where do we go? What do we do? But yeah, as a fan of AEW, I'm really not happy with what's happening with Swerve Strickland. Oof. Make the world champion look like a chump, 100%. But he just feels like an afterthought. Like Tony Storm comes out and Serena, and then this angle with OC, and then a backstage segment with OC, and a backstage segment with Pac. Like you get all this kind of irrelevant stuff that's not great. And the loudest the crowd has been is right now cheering for Swerve. Swerve Scott is a boring world champion. Raw, where is Will Ospreay? See, that's what we've created now. This is what bad booking creates, a desire for a new champion. Ospreay's going to fight Swerve at All In and get that belt. That's my guess. But here comes the patriarch. Yeah, Swerve should have started the show. You got to make your champion feel important. You look what WWE is trying to do with Damian Priest. And people can love or hate whether or not Damian Priest is the champion. I personally like Damian Priest. But they are trying to make him feel important. He's showing up. He's looking the part. He's wearing suits. He's opening shows. He's giving big promos. They're pushing him into, interesting things. 30-minute matches every match. Christian's about to shit on Edmonton. I can't wait to watch the Canucks stomp the Edmonton Oilers. Christian getting that easy heat. I like it. Get Danhausen out. I don't know where Danhausen is. I think he's on the Indies. I don't even know if he's still in the company. Swerve doesn't feel like an afterthought. Cody does not always open the show either. Not just about opening the show, but Cody feels like the face of the show. Even last week or the week before when they did the face-to-face with him and AJ, like his title is on a podium. They stand it out. It's a big deal. Cody's presence is a big deal. And you might not feel the same as I do. You might feel like they're booking Swerve perfectly fine. I don't think Swerve feels like a superstar. I don't think Swerve feels like an amazing champion. I feel like, he's taken a backseat, especially to the Elite storyline. The Bucks feel more important than Swerve. Grizzled young vets on AEW team. That'd be interesting. We've already seen them dabble. Interesting. This feels like when WWE went when it was bad. Yeah. When WWE was at its worst, it was when the storylines didn't really make sense, stop and start booking, no consistency, pushing the wrong people, pushing people that Vince loved. It didn't matter what the fans did. The fans could boo, scream, yell, piss, moan. It didn't matter. So I see the comparable. I do. I know my buddy Nick always says it feels like, late day WCW or maybe WCW just in general. But yeah, it's not been, it's just a lot of it feels cheesy, right, Goldberg? Let's go Oilers. Oh, shoot, KJ, I just realized. Where's Swerve? What do you mean? He's here. I disagree. Swerve's the man. I didn't say Swerve wasn't the man. I think Swerve's being booked like shit. I agree with you. Swerve is the man. And that's where people really got to listen sometimes. I think Swerve is excellent. I wanted Swerve to beat Joe. I think building Swerve to Ospreay at All In could give you an outstanding match of the year candidate in front of your biggest audience. I think Swerve is great. I think he's been booked like shit. Now let's keep in mind, I like Christian, but this double or nothing match came out of left field. Left field. What do you say about Toronto? Oh, the Oilers are better than Toronto. Fuck you. Fuck you, Swerve. Are they having mic issues or is it my ears? I'm not liking the booking of Swerve. Again, this is not hate. This is, I really like Swerve. I really want him. Like, I don't want Nick Wayne and Nick Wayne's mom and the dinosaur. And by the way, the Gates of Agony showed up. And Cage. So your babyface champion with his heel faction is standing up against the heel faction who look at the size of Swerve's faction and then look at who Christian has around him. Uh-oh. Oh, let's go. They are hurting Swerve. Nobody as a babyface champion works. Stars can get hot in AEW, but Tony does not know how to keep the fire they gain. Yeah, and I mean, it should be easy. Just book them against really good heels and have them look good. Have them look like they're badasses. And Brian Cage jumps Swerve. The Mogul Embassy turns on Swerve. The Mogul Embassy turns on Swerve. Which I'm okay with. Holy shit, folks. Swerve is getting choked out. Leona. Tio Leone. This has to be money, Tony Khan said, or Tony Schiavone says. And they toss power bomb. Swerve getting annihilated. Where's Nana? Not that he could help, but where's Nana? Holy shit. Who can do that? Exactly. And the slowest group of fucking refs ever make it out to the ring. I did not see that coming, Mega. I was just complaining about it, actually. This is actually a better choice than what was happening, guys. Mogul Embassy heel turn. Brian Cage chucking Swerve out. Now, if you were setting up like Swerve versus the Mogul Embassy, whether Brian Cage, That's what this makes sense as. How does this make Christian look good? As they're setting up stairs. Oh, my Lord. They're clearing off the table. He getting whooped. Treating Swerve like a bitch. Like a bitch. And the jobbers who never beat anybody, including the small guys, and Brian Cage, who never beats anybody, are laying waste to the world champion. What's up, Clay? How you doing? How you doing? You saw that coming. All right. It just seems so random because we never see them. Then all of a sudden they're there, and then all of a sudden they're turning. And the gates of agony just chuck. Swerve Strickland through the table. Christian smiles and walks off. Mogul Embassy heel turn. They were already heels. It wasn't a turn. Mogul Embassy was a heel faction. Just to be clear. Watch AEW. All right. What up, KJ? How are you? I'm doing well, sir. It's a Wednesday night. We're rolling through some crazy wrestling, trying to figure out and follow along. But, woo! Swerve is laid the fuck out. So is Swerve feuding with the Patriarch? Or is he swerving over to feuding with the Mogul Embassy? Do you at least see the issue here, guys? Like the convoluted booking? And again, Swerve needed to be separate from the Mogul Embassy. I'm glad they did it. Oh, apparently it was the Young Bucks' idea. So Christian Cage has a fruitful working relationship with the Bucks, and it was the Young Bucks' idea for Swerve to be jumped by the Embassy. Where is Tony Khan? Why is he letting these two twerps do everything? You can't ban him from the building. You can't what? He's getting his ass kicked again. Got that one. Don Callis is back. Oh, goody. I don't understand any of this. TLD, I think a lot of people would feel that way. John loves the confusion, I guess. I mean, you do enough vitamins and you just, stuff's happening, bro. I don't know. I love the delusion. As we're going to a replay, there hasn't been a whole lot of wrestling. Excuse me. There has not been a lot of wrestling on this particular show. So that's what happened. Christian paid them off. Yeah. The Young Bucks gave Christian the idea to get the Mogul Embassy to turn on Swerve. Why do I got a feeling Keith Lee gonna come help Swerve? Not a bad shout, Antoine. As we got Widow showing off the pillows. So the Mogul Embassy, Christian's group now, or did he pay them? Apparently, it's just mercenary work. The family did not get bigger. What Christian would be better off with the Gates of Agony and Brian Cage than he is with the Dinosaur and Nick Wayne and Nick Wayne's mom. Dallas Page will save him. Not tonight. I want to see MCMG versus the Young Bucks. Gordon, if we get MCMG tonight, that would lead to that. I'm okay with it. Tonight we got Swerve. Damien's confused. Champ has no friends. Not even the refs come out. And we saw that twice tonight already. Swerve has no one to protect him now. As a babyface champion, you generally don't need people to protect you. You want to stand alone. Again, conceptually, good idea. You want the champion to stand alone. You want the babyface champion to not be able to turn to anybody. You want the babyface champion outnumbered, outmatched. You want him to be an underdog. You want to look like the idea of him keeping his belt is highly unlikely. That I'm good with. The concept of the Mogul Embassy turning on him and getting rid of him, it's just, again, all these grown-ass men have paying jobs. Tony Khan pays all these wrestlers. What did Christian give them? A bonus $50 and a pack of bubble gum? What? Like, did everybody get a turn on Nikki's mom? Like, what is the payment for men that already are making good money? Like, again, we did this a lot to the Matt Hardy and the Family Office and Andrade, and they're all trying to buy each other. It's weird. Y'all get a paycheck. Champ has no friends. None, zero, such. Swerve should go with Taylor Promotion. Interesting. As here come the Bullet Club. Jay White going to take on Rocky. I will take your predictions, folks. Who you taking? And why is it Jay White? I love Willow's outfit. Good job, Willow. I like Willow a lot. I think Willow's one of the better women. She's a solid baby face. She gets over with the crowd. She's happy. She works. It's just too bad that she's going to hand her belt off to Sasha Banks, who is none of those things, but paid like she is all of those things. Jay White for the win. Be nice. You were nice, but down boy. Love it, MD. Diesel and Sean Taylor Twitter beef is funny. I haven't seen it. So Don Callis is essentially filling in for Taz tonight, just if anybody's wondering. Did Renee leave AEW? She does not appear to be here tonight. They're using that new lady. Now, she has not left, to my knowledge. MJF is faking his injury till his contract's up. Yeah, but AJ, now I can't speak to how an AEW contract is formed, but I do imagine that, I don't know, if Tony signed him just a straight up, like, this is how many years? Yeah, that's on Tony. But I know if it was the WWE, they would hold those dates, those injury dates, they'd get back. And I know Tony's done that before. I think that's what happened with Jeff Hardy, was they're using Jeff Hardy's injury dates to keep him longer. Where is Christian getting all this money from? I'm not reading the rest. I should have read that before I clicked on it. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Jay White and Rocky Romero going one-on-one. The Ass Boys at ringside. If Rocky wins, him and two friends of his choosing get a trios match for the titles. I don't know what titles. Maybe all the titles? I don't know. Jay's going to win. He should. BC Gold with all the gold. They got a lot of gold. 3-1 FLA over Bruins, end of second. So Florida definitely answering back. I imagine that series is going to be back and forth all the way through. So Taz had knee surgery. Are we going to blame Jericho? Rocky won't. Yeah, I don't think so. Does Pac cost Jay White the match? No, it doesn't make sense. See, Alexis, if Pac comes out and costs Jay White the match, then Rocky and friends get a fucking title shot, but Pac technically wants the title shot with Death Triangle. So that's why you're having two kind of angles at the same time, like we just saw with Swerve. When you have two distinct stories, they sometimes step on each other's toes. I'm a Dallas Stars fan, Chief. One of my favorite jerseys in the league, not the highlighter ones, but the straight up green. I have it actually sitting right over there. Dallas is solid. I'm a bit of a closet Dallas fan. I'm with you there. Switchblade for the win. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are in picture. I see 143 people with us. If you're watching right now, make sure you click that like button. If you haven't clicked subscribe yet, why not? Why not watch all the wrestling with us? And in addition to that, take this link, hit that share button, be a friend, tell a friend. The channel is on fire. It's growing by the minute. We're having a lot of fun doing it. We're only 2 years old, and it's been an absolute blast. And we're growing. Like I said, it has been on fire, the channel. So thank you for being here. I will remind everyone out there, we are back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We are going to Wrestling Court. You're looking at Judge KJ. We're going to have Nick on the defense, Anthony on the prosecution, and we will be here live for Wrestling Court, the trial of Tony Khan. You guys in the chat get to be part of the witnesses. You guys get to be a part of the jury. So get here, be a friend, tell a friend. Let's pack that chat tomorrow. We'll have a lot of fun with it. We'll get your take on it. Does Nick have a good case? Does Anthony have a good case? If the neck brace doesn't fit, do you have to acquit? And you guys will help Judge KJ make some decisions tomorrow night. So be here for that. It's going to be fun. Friday, we get SmackDown, Saturday, Collision, and all the way through into next week. And then we got a busy weekend at the end of this month. Double or Nothing. We also have the King and Queen of the Ring. So much going on here at the channel, folks. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being a part of it. And that's it. Thank you. Will shave his legs for tomorrow. Me? Are we talking about Fuzzy Nick with his fuzzy legs? Wrestling Court, eh? Yeah, look, I'll tell you what. We're on a commercial break. I know some people saw this, but I'm excited about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's a teaser for tomorrow night. Y'all can chew on this for a couple seconds. There you go, folks. So like I said, that's a little teaser for tomorrow night. We're looking forward to it. It's something fun we wanted to do for a long time now. For those who've been watching for a while, we tried to launch it before, but one of our lawyers landed on his head. But we're looking forward to bringing that tomorrow night. Get in that chat. Come to the show. And like I said, the chat gets to be part of the jury, gets to be part of the witnesses as well. And I'm really looking forward to the case that Anthony and Nick have for Tony Khan. He is up against several charges, and we will see if he's innocent or guilty. But Jay White and Rocky are back at it. Empty seats, yes. I imagine you're referring to at the show tonight. And yeah, I mean, it's commonplace. I think we've had plenty of empty seats. I know they're in Edmonton, but that barn's not full. Jay for the win. Remember, folks, we got the super chats and the super stickers, so make sure you get in there for that. Dynamite is a cluster fudge tonight. Again, it just lacks excitement for me. And again, I've had some really good debates and arguments with people. But if you go back to Monday and we're getting Ilya and we're getting Ricochet and we're getting these king and queen matches that are outstanding and they're booked strong and SmackDown looks like it's going to be stacked. Randy's going to be in the tournament. There's so much happening, but realistically, one show this week had 8 matches or 7 matches or whatever the fuck it was. This is what, the 3rd match of the night? And has anything been like, wow, oh my God, I can't believe that just happened. Swerve getting jumped by Mogul Embassy had to happen. That to me was kind of the biggest surprise. And I know somebody brought up Jericho. Oh, don't worry. Jericho's going to be here. We're not getting a Jericho free night. Who's going to be? I am Judy. Thank you. People keep asking who the bailiff is. I got to come up with a bailiff. We'll figure that out. MDB, that is facts. And in this particular venture, not only am I proud of it, I'm very excited about the idea of getting it. off the ground. I'm excited to see how people respond to it. I'm excited to see if we can pull it off. I mean, we do a lot of live streams. We have brought you original content, but this is kind of our first swing at something a little bit different, a little bit outside of the box. So yeah, I'm gonna hype the shit out of it like we do with all our shit. So again, definitely on the grind, definitely on hustle, and yeah, super proud. 40 minutes to reveal the two. Jay White pinned Rocky Romero with one finger. The only wow factor is how much of a cluster. And again, yeah, it's just, I don't know. AEW is on fire tonight. Okay, John, what about tonight is fire? Because I'm open. I'm open to what your opinion is. My humble opinion, John, where's the fire? What fire? What are you going to remember next month, next week? Oh, do you remember what happened on that Dynamite? Ass Boys beating up Rocky here. So we're setting up another post-match fight, the third post situation, or the third brawl situation we've had tonight. I imagine Death Triangle is going to come out. And here comes Pac. But wait, he's not alone. We'll see. He seems to be alone right now. The guillotine for TK. We will find out. Nick looks guilty of what? It doesn't matter. I like that. I'm definitely, even though I think Judy has bigger balls than I do, let's be real. Good evening. How are you? Smooth T, good to see you. I'm looking forward to AEW New Japan Forbidden Door in June. Yeah. CMLL. Wow. So Pac by himself. Not Pac with Penta. Not Pac with Penta and Phoenix. Not Pac with Phoenix. Just Pac made the Bullet Club leave. Anybody? This is what I'm asking. When people say this show is fire, what about what just happened was fire? Was that Rocky J match fire? Did that Rocky J match excite you? Did that Rocky J match was what about tonight cooked so far? This package is awesome though. Samoa Joe. Interesting. They bringing Joe back for another title run? Holy shit. Great intro, gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. We appreciate that. Nick is going to use mental incompetence. He's got to prove that he's crazy. And I'm not that easy to convince. Got that one. If true, all through this year, SummerSlam, we're going to get returns. A lot happening in a lot of different directions. Julia is supposed to join WWE. As far as AEW goes, Camille, MCMG, maybe. What's happening with Howdy? Is it a Wyatt 6 or a Howdy 6? Is there, is Alexa coming back? When's Carmella coming back? Again, it's a great time to be a wrestling fan. It's a great time. If you like pro wrestling, it is an awesome time to be watching it. Unpredictable. What was unpredictable, my guy? Help me. What so far has been unpredictable? And maybe you said it earlier and I haven't seen it. I enjoy the unpredictable of AEW. WWE is so predictable. I don't think so. And that's like a lot of people kind of lean on this. AEW, and based on the pay-per-views lately, AEW has been way more predictable. Everybody knew Jack Perry was showing up to fuck up the ladder match. Everybody knew Swerve was going to win. And again, I'm not trying to say AEW is worse than WWE. I'm just knocking down your argument. If you're going to say that, I'll take it. But WWE has not been predictable. Again, you get obvious wins. Your champion should win. Your top talent should get wins. But they've been surprising us left, right, and center. They're changing things up. It's been exciting. AEW, what's been unpredictable about AEW? What was been unpredictable? And yeah, you can say tonight, Swerve getting jumped was unpredictable, but partly it was unpredictable because it wasn't the right choice at this time. You can have that moment. It just wasn't that. Everyone's like, oh my God, a heel turn. No, they were fucking heels. They're already heels. Didn't make sense that Swerve was with them. But Swerve's got beef with Christian and in the family, and then you get the jump. So yeah, that's unpredictable, but it's unpredictable because it shouldn't have happened. But what else? You give me another example of unpredictability in AEW. Because people keep saying certain things, and there's go-to AEW statements. One, AEW is where you tune in for the wrestling. I've got 3 average matches tonight. At best, 3 average matches. Monday, I had 7 matches, and at least 4 of them cooked. Again, I don't want to completely stand up for WWE. When they fuck up, I'll let you know. But what you say it's unpredictable. What has been unpredictable? What was? What happened recently in AEW? What happened last week that was unpredictable? Nothing. We knew Kenny was going to get jumped. You knew Tony was going to get jumped. The writing was on the wall. So again, I'm okay. If you have unpredictable examples, let's talk about it. But I don't think you do. Whatever happened, still no clout vampire. No, he's coming. He is advertised for tonight. Unless he tripped, fell, and landed on Big Bill. He's the learning tree. Speak of the asshole. A chance to sit under the learning tree. Yeah. I'd rather be under the umbrella tree. Go fuck off. They really is no trios division, just makeshift guys. The trios division only exists because the Young Bucks didn't want to drop the belts to the FTR and be the second best tag team in the division. So they left the tag team division, went to the trios division, and destroyed both divisions in the process. There shouldn't be trios champions in AEW, just tag team champions. You don't have enough talent to have both belts. You don't. There is no trios division. There is no tag team division. That's not hate. That's fact. Swerve is not that great as a heavyweight champ. He been a quick loser to lose title. Yeah, see, that makes me sad because I like Swerve Strickland a lot. Right? I love this. I gotta click on this. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. You guys are boring. See ya. Oh, John. Did I ask questions? See, this is what my favorite is, guys. And anybody, I know we got 140 people here right now. I got Big Bill and Jericho taking on 2 jobbers. So we're getting a squash match because Jericho and Big Bill are going to be tag champions one day. Holy fuck. So a man comes on and has an opinion behind his keyboard. AEW's unpredictable and I love it. It's so much better than WWE. I didn't say you were wrong. I said, give me examples of unpredictable AEW. And what did you come up with? I'm going to bed. You guys are boring. Boo-hoo. That's AEW fans in a nutshell, guys. That hardcore tribal base. Dave Meltzers of the world. I will tell you something, and if you tell me I'm wrong, I will counter with no argument. Just, you're stupid. I'm bye. You guys suck. Bye, John. That made my night. AEW, is AEW on right now? Sean, yes, it is. Yes, it is. We are rolling through AEW. But yeah, Big Bill and Jericho are taking on 2 jobbers. And Jericho's just on the apron. I doubt Jericho's even going to get in the ring for this. I like my wrestling edgy and unpredictable. Great. What about tonight has been edgy and unpredictable? And again, you can say the Swerve beatdown, but that was a shit fucking beatdown. It was an ill-timed beatdown that didn't make sense. So help me. Pac, Penta, and Eddie. Is Phoenix still hurt? No, but Penta and Phoenix. I think Phoenix is healthy. Is he not? But maybe it's Eddie. I don't know. I think this is better than NXT last night. Fair enough. I didn't love NXT last night either. Great package for Joe. 100%. It was one of my favorite parts of the show so far is Joe. Big Bill's got the jobber up in the air. Big choke slam. He dead. Joe, the highlight of the night. I'm with you, Larry. Yeah, what's edgy? The fact that they printed off a sign that said Tony Khan's parking, but Tony Khan's not in the building? What is edgy? Again, oh, you guys are boring. Liv Morgan is coming with the White 6. I don't think so, Smooth. Liv's going to be with Dom Dom. That's the new mommy. Oh, Jericho gets in, hits a Judas effect. And Aubrey counts the 3. What a waste of time. This is edgy. The people that say, "Oh, you're AEW, you gotta watch AEW, KJ. AEW's edgy," and I got the learning fucking tree on my TV right now. What is edgy and unpredictable about this fucking schmuck that is swallowing up TV time from good talent? Thanks, guys. Thinks he's clever. Jay White should go over Pac, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, buddy. I think Jay White deserves so much. Hotshot booking is good for unpredictability. You can build anything being so unpredictable. You just make shit up as you go along. Like, hey, Christian Cage is going to fight the world champion. That was unpredictable. It came out of left field. Sometimes when you're telling a story, you need predictability. Like we all know when we go watch a Marvel movie, the heroes are probably going to win at the end. You know, it's predictable how it's going to play out. The adventure is the storytelling to get there. And with no story of just randomly, here's a new guy, that's what you get. Are you doing New Japan Resurgence May 11th? Maybe. We'll talk about it, Damien. I don't know. This is so bad. Hey, John, back to you, buddy. Back to you, big guy. We're boring, but you're watching this shit. Come on. Sorry, maybe I'm just not simple enough. Well, the Young Bucks are edgy. Edge Lords, yeah, with you, Unbroken. High five. You guys rock. Blaze, thank you. I know we rock. It's okay. I actually have fun. Like I said, we are the Wrestling Utopia. We are open to opinions. But so many times there's guys like that get in this chat, and when you don't just go, "Oh yeah, you're right, it's amazing." When you say, "Hey, prove your point," they run off. They go away. They go to another channel. The channel that doesn't click on comments, the channel that doesn't talk to the crowd. Yeah, go watch their streams and just sit there and twiddle your thumbs. I think Jay, I got that one. I will be here for SmackDown. I will be here at SmackDown Friday. Top row. Nice, Smooth. We will be live for SmackDown on Friday. Blaze, I think you know the answer to that. What's edgy? AEW has effectively took the edgy off Adam Copeland. Let's be real. By the way, I'm not listening to Jericho at all. He brings Tony Schiavone in the ring. This is fucking awful TV, guys. And I know we got people in the chat that are diehard AEW fans, but Robert and John and AEW fan, as per your name, am I wrong? Even AEW fans hate this shit, right? I mean, like this is shit, right? Is anyone out there saying this Jericho shit is working? The edgy wrestling is this asshole acting complete fucking ridiculous. Poor. This could be Ricky Starks cutting a promo with Big Bill at his side. What would you guys rather have? What would you guys rather have? Ricky Starks cutting a promo about how they're still champions and how nobody's taking their belts away, or that asshole with the FTW championship? Oh, yeah. I mean, again, that's all I want the debate. You guys have been here long enough to know, and you guys have watched Nick and I scream at each other over wrestling. I want the debate. I like the debate. If you have a good point, I will acknowledge your good point. But if I counter you and this isn't fair, you just gatekeep and no, I just call it the way I see it. Large William. Large William. Is that what we changed his name to? Not happening, Richard. Ricky, confront Big Bill, maybe. Pal, good to see ya. Who's going to team with Team AEW Elite? I think the front runner is MCMG. I stole it from the chat. I was thinking it was going to be Hangman and somebody, but MCMG seems possible. Seems possible. Danisha Lane. I hope I said that all correctly. My subscribe, y'all. I'm subscribe, y'all. Why do they make Swerve look stupid as a champion? Thank you for subscribing. Everyone be like Danisha. Subscribe. Join the family. Join the Wrestling Utopia. And I completely agree. As an AEW fan, because I got to keep reminding people I'm an AEW fan, because apparently you just got to drink the Kool-Aid and blindly never question anything. But as an AEW fan, I want Swerve as the champion. I want Swerve to be the face of the company. He looks stupid. He's been beat down twice in 2 weeks. It's not good. Again, the Bucks told Christian to pay off the mogul. You've been friends with Swerve forever. You guys have been in a faction together, and it took a few extra bucks to just get you to fuck your friend. That sounded all kinds of wrong. But you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't like the positioning of Swerve Strickland ever since the Dynasty after the Dynamite after Dynasty, when dyslexia kicked in. Ever since the Dynamite after Dynasty, where you didn't highlight your brand new champion, you fucked up. And it hasn't been good since. I don't like it. I really want Swerve to be a superstar. I'm a huge fan of this guy. Just for the record on this comment, by the way, Blaze, me and Kevin Owens are 10 months apart in age. He's younger. We would be Irish twins. Are you building towards Pac versus Jay White? I'm totally down. Here comes Adam Copeland. I guess main event time, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Copeland, Brody King, main event. We take a prediction on every single match. We are back tomorrow. We are back Friday. If you like what we do, click those little buttons. Click those reaction buttons. Give us some hearts. Give us some love. Massage that algorithm. Let's see how many people we can pack into this chat tonight as we are in the main event. Yeah, 10 months. 10 months. I get it. I got the gray. 10 months. Right? He gets his dye to keep it, keep him cool. If I ever end up in the Fed, they'll dye my shit. Trust me. KJ looking like KO is a running. Yeah. I think they knew that though. The backwards tree. Listen, he's a fucking ficus. Like, there's nothing good. And again, I notice in the chat the people that again, because we do this so often, you see the consistent names. And I know there's a contingent of people that are super diehard AEW fans that come to our chat. So let's be real. Are you, as an AEW fan, an AEW diehard, a person that believes that AEW is the only quality wrestling on TV, do you agree with how much Chris Jericho you're seeing? Do you like the Chris Jericho you're seeing? Are you happy with the Jericho you are receiving? Is Jericho's bullshit part of this edgy, unpredictable wrestling? Help me. Please give Jericho a shirt. Facts. The paper tree from the Evil Dead. I like it, Odds. I like that. Brian Cage is friends with the Bucks, so the betrayal makes sense. Plus, Swerve when has Brian Cage ever been presented as a friend of the Bucks? Ever on this show? AEW made me hate, and that's it. There's only one thing to blame here. And again, as a fan, I have every right to want more. I always use this analogy. I use it every week, I think. But if I went to a restaurant and they served me a shitty meal, I'm going to send it back. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to want to get what I ordered. And this is no different. I show up every week for a nice fucking bit of cooking from AEW. And a lot of weeks, they either burn some shit up, they overcook it, or they didn't use the right fucking recipe. The proper tree from the paper tree. Got that one. Motor City Machine Guns. Absolutely. So I guess after this match, we'll get the answer. Okay. If I jump the ring against Solo, do I have a chance? I will shout yous out before I'm hospitalized. Yeah, I mean, if you want to run into the ring with a sign, that'd be fucking hilarious. But we do have a deal that if anyone brings Wrestling for Life sign to the arena and proves it, we will send you a t-shirt. We've done it before to fans. We've sent out several t-shirts to fans who have actually taken Wrestling for Life signs to the building. That is a deal that we will make. Adam Copeland for the win. Yes, folks, give me your predictions. Who you taking? But yeah, be safe. Again, if you end up getting hospitalized, I do not approve that decision. You are right to make your own decisions. However, if you do it, good job. Just kidding. Yeah, we're gonna have to pause on some of that. Gamer, my favorite part is when you call KJ and Nick mom and dad. Mom and dad are fighting again. 6 to 8 months, Sean D. Hawkins. Byron, welcome back. I will. AEW has a good audience, but what's a good audience when you don't even listen to them? That's a good point as well, right? If your fan base is, to me, that's where Tony Khan has become the evil billionaire. Tony Khan books AEW more like WWE than Triple H does. Think about it. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Triple H is bringing new flavor, new vibes, new bookings. And again, for people who are like, well, all you get is the same shit on WWE, then you didn't watch Monday. You didn't watch what they've done since WrestleMania. You haven't been paying attention to this new era. And I know a lot of people hang their hats on old WWE. WWE doesn't book the women's division well. WWE doesn't do this. WWE doesn't push the right people. You're right. They used to. That's how they used to operate. Things feel different now. And right now, the evil billionaire who's not listening to the fans, that are only booking what he wants, when he wants, how he wants, is Tony. Tony books like Vince. Trips books like Trips. I'm all ears if you disagree with me. Can you imagine if Omega picked Sting? That'd be random and fucked up, and I don't want it. Hangman a heel now. I think at Double or Nothing, Hangman will come back and become a heel. That's my prediction. How long do you think Swerve will be AEW champ? Sean, he will be AEW champ until All In, when he drops the belt to Will Ospreay. I mean, Jericho doesn't know when to get off the horse, though, just like The Rock. There's a difference, though. And the only thing I will say about this, and I know The Rock is a bit polarizing, but The Rock is a draw. The Rock is making business better, bringing more eyes, selling more tickets. Jericho is doing none of that. Jericho couldn't draw flies if he rolled in a pile of shit. Jericho, again, doesn't know when to give up. And yeah, The Rock's long-winded and shit, but at least The Rock can say he's a superstar. Jericho is a guy that always wanted to be Mick Jagger and never quite got there. He peaked at, local bar band. And I don't give a fuck what anyone says. He can go do his concert tours in front of 45 people in fucking busted down joints all day long. Tony Khan sucks. He's a nice guy. He just sucks at booking. Sammy G for the fourth man. Oh, Bash. Bash, no. No. I will just cook it myself. Yeah, give me the fucking shit. I got this. Thank you. Like we are waiting. By the way, we are in picture. Brody King is looking under the ring. I did not, I guess, house rules. So, again, another garbage match. Oh, wait. Brody was looking under the ring, found a table, and then changed his mind. Did anyone else know that this match was going to be no DQ? Jericho's new gimmick is Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas done horribly. I'm so damn tired of Jericho. Thank you. Yeah, where did John go? Where's Real? Where's the people that are always giving me shit? I want some real answers. Aren't MCMG in TNA? They left TNA unbroken. Their contracts did expire. Rumor is they have signed with AEW. We've been kind of waiting for a moment. And again, if Kenny's picking two people, yeah. So tune in right to the end. If KJ's beard gets any grayer, he's going to change his name to KJ the Gray. I might have to. Well, I mean, in all fairness, MDB, white. And there's probably more white than gray at this point, to be honest. When I started doing this YouTube, I had one little stripe, and y'all stressed me out so much. Now it's all fucked up. I gotta get some Just for Men's up in this bitch. Please, someone give Jericho a shirt. Got that one. I used to be a diehard, but it's getting worse every week. Nicholas, I appreciate your honesty. And I was just with you, and I've been very clear about this. I started an Instagram and a YouTube so I could defend AEW. And now people think I hate AEW. Fuck. Fuck. But we're back, and Copeland laying out King with a chair. Poor Brody King takes too many L's. God, I love this guy, and he just can't get a winning streak going. I prefer more Thunder Rosa over Jericho. Let's say Tony Khan has approximately 230 wrestlers under contract. Now, that could be exaggerated. I don't know what the actual number is, but let's say he has 200. A nice round number. Fuck the 30. 200. There's approximately 199 wrestlers I would rather see than Chris Jericho right now. I would. Go find the guy with no legs. Go find fucking Nakazawa. There is a list of fucking wrestlers. Go get Marco Stunt. I'm sure he would be more entertaining. Jericho is forcing us to live his midlife crisis. I hate it. Well, we got a huge DDT on a chair, though. Cal is still on fucking commentary. MCMG. Oh, sorry. Motor City Machine Guns. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Are you interested in Jeff Cobb versus Lance Archer at New Japan? Should be a banger. Two big beefy boys swinging. Damien, I like it. Huge fan of Jeff Cobb. I really thought, AEW could use a Jeff Cobb. WWE could use a Jeff Cobb. Like, Jeff Cobb is like Rhino evolved. I'm so damn tired. Jericho. Jericho's new gimmick is Bo Dallas. TNA is good too. Sean, I love TNA. We love TNA. Anthony here is our TNA expert. He will actually have his second episode this weekend of the TNA review. So, guys, do not miss out on that. Go give Anthony some love. He dropped his premiere episode last weekend. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. He'll keep you up to date on everything that's happening in TNA. Oh, Brody King is bleeding and spitting. I don't know if that sounds right. Swerve's heavy ability to be a star in this company wrapped on it. Swerve's heavy ability to be a star. This company wrapped on it. I think I know what you're saying, Chair. Crossbody for a 2. And we got juice. Christian Cage and Adam Copeland need a story to run AEW, but I'm not seeing it from the writing. Need a story to run AEW. But again, like even the storyline between Edge and Christian that kind of wrote itself, it just never came to be. It never worked out. It just never became anything. I'm shocked KJ isn't more upset about his fellow Canadian SGA being snubbed. But yeah, what's up with that shit? SGA's been on fire, man. Give the kid some love. That American bias. Like we are still waiting for those two to get their Hall of Fame rings. I'm not sure who you're talking about. Oh, Brody taking Edge down. Jericho feeding into online hate is not reading the room. It's flipping the room off. But it's not doing it in a good way. And again, we've talked about it before. You lean in. If you want to be a heel, you lean into the criticism. He's doing it so campy, and he thinks it's clever. He thinks it's creative. It is hot trash. It is go home heat. It is go away heat. It is fuck off heat. It is we are sick of you heat. It is Ryback heat. It is retire heat. It's not good heat. It's not helping. It's not doing anything for us. Nothing. It is bad. His wrestling matches suck. His promos suck. His angles suck. The fact that he fucked over Ricky Starks sucks. It all sucks. So will Ricky Starks confront Big? Probably not. We'll just forget that he existed until his contract's done. From Dustin versus Cody to this. Dustin versus Cody is still one of my favorite, if not my favorite AEW match ever. That's the way it is. Sammy G for the fourth man. I really hope not. I think I answered that. I feel like I'm way behind on you guys. I didn't notice the Kevin Owens similarities in KJ. Now I can't unsee it. Oh my God, Tony. I get this shit every fucking day. We have people that put out the clips, and people just be like, "Is that KO? Is that KO's older brother? Is that KO's dad?" Fuck. I just need the spiky hair. I miss old AEW. Yeah, me too. But apparently I'm a hater for wanting to see old AEW. You know, the unpredictable, exciting AEW. Nothing wrong with gray. Oh, natural, Bendy. I can't do shit about it. Started going gray before I even hit 40. What can I do? What can I do, man? That's it. At gray, just the way it happens. Lucas, KJ, haven't seen you in a while. What's your thoughts on the whole Wyatt 6 situation? Lucas, good to see you. Been a hot minute. I'm excited. I mean, I like what they're doing. I like how they built it into the documentary a bit. I like the teaser at the end of the documentary. I'm super excited about it. I like the Blackbird. I like the teasers. I like the QR codes. I'm really excited. And because it's Triple H and crew, I'm really optimistic that they're going to get this right. And again, I know we've talked about them being a tribute act. I don't think this is going to be a tribute act. I think this is going to be a whole new book. Like the Bray Wyatt Fiend story was a bunch of chapters in the original book of the Wyatt, or whatever you want to call it, the Wyatt lore. I feel like Bo Dallas is opening a new book. This is the second rendition of it. I think they're going to continue something in a really strong way, and I'm very optimistic. This is for the TNT champion now. Interesting. Just kidding. I was laser eye focused on the entire show the entire time, right? KJ the White has more wrestling powers. There you go. I'll accept that. KJ, I've watched every Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. I don't see Triple H's new era. New era equals same old. What do you mean same old? Steve, this is what fucking baffles me. Still playing a hot potato with the women's tag belts? No, they just established women's champions. The Kabuki Warriors had the belts for quite a while, and if you think Jade and Bianca are giving them up anytime soon, you're crazy. The King of the Ring has started off with absolute fire. And Steve, if you can't admit that, that's okay. If you have a difference of opinion, that's okay. But let's be real, man. These bookings, the fact that we got AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes, that's a difference. Something that we generally wouldn't have gotten from a Vince. Vince would fuck that shit up. So if you don't see the new vibe, the new energy, the new look, the new feel, all the shit they're doing, I got 140 people in this chat that probably would make you the minority of not seeing. People want to poke out one or two little things of like, well, this happened. It is new. And if you are listening to my voice right now, you get in the chat and you tell me if you've noticed the difference in the new WWE. If you notice ever since WrestleMania, even how WrestleMania was booked was better, was different, changed, surprises. The crowd got paid off at the end. People went home happy. If Vince was still in charge, Roman would have won that belt and just kept it for a fucking another year. So let's not be naive, Steve. I know you say you watch them all, but if you watch that Raw on Monday and tell me that this show tonight is better than that show on Monday, we just don't see eye to eye, my friend. And that's okay. Two count on Edge. Thunder Rosa is good to look at. She's good in the ring, Lee. I wish KO would do a live Zoom feed on this show tonight. It would make the show a whole lot better. I'd give you that much. I'm going to tag him, see what he says. Edge's gear is fire. Edge does good with his gear. I like Edge's gear. Big cannonball in the corner. I just don't get why this is a fucking, like a lazy booking match. You still have a match with Malachi to follow this, so this should just be one-on-one straight up. And why wouldn't the TNT champion not dictate the terms? Why would we do it? I don't know. Adam has a gray beard. Yes, he does. Lots do. And I'm sure we know Ciampa had gray. I was mad at Ciampa when Vince made him dye his beard. Felt like he betrayed me. Oh, first time I saw TNA, never heard of Mike Bailey. I want him in WWE. Mike Bailey, I call him the Kevin Hart of wrestling. He takes all the bookings. TNA is good, guys. And I know some people just don't watch it and foo-foo it. Oh, it's shit. But it's creeping up on the heels of AEW. And again, people can say what they want about the other companies, but analytically, NXT is catching up. TNA is catching up. You can't just dismiss it because they are giving us good stuff on both those shows. Oh, Brody catches the spear. Pile driver. We're getting another 3 hours on Saturday. Should be a fun one. And the wrestling might suck, but we never do, Kyle. I still watch NWA though. I struggle with NWA. We used to watch everything NWA on this channel. Not their weekly shows just because they were all over the fucking place, like Friday afternoons and shit. But we watched all their pay-per-views. We in 2024 gave up. They've had some really, really bad shows, and they need to. I feel bad. I want to support NWA, but it's been shit. Death Valley Driver, I think, on the apron. Good match. And this is where the AEW fans are going to be like, what a wicked Dynamite because Brody King bled tonight. I still watch NWA. Kareen. You want it unpredictable? You got it. Blood in a no DQ match in AEW. As there's 3 minutes on the clock, so I was a little confused. I mean, this match has to be close to over, no? Spear through the table. Both men down. Brody King busted wide open. I'm going to SummerSlam. Nice. I want to go to Mania. I want Ricky Starks back. Me too, Ken. But I think the next time you see Ricky Starks in anything that matters will be in NXT. Hold a minute. KJ looks like KO. Shut up. Shut up, money. Shut up, money. Edge is a workhorse. Edge is, but I think what they're doing with Edge is a little too oversaturated. He can't have 18-minute matches every week, guys. NXT matters. At times it does. It does. And when they do 658 and you got segments doing 600, it does. And there it is. Edge with the win. Brody gushing. Edge barely beats Brody. Still TNT champion. And I imagine, just like every other match tonight, we will get some type of aftermath. Crowd is more into the match than 98% of what happened on Raw. Crowd is more into this match than 90. I disagree with that. Vin, if you think that, then you didn't watch Ricochet or Ilya. Crowd was on their feet for the whole thing. You didn't watch Sheamus and Gunther. Let's be real. I listen, we watch it all, dude. And again, the 2,000 people that were into this match, yeah, they were. But anything that happened on Raw, sorry, not accurate. Here comes Kyle O'Reilly. So 4 matches, 4 aftermaths. Predictable, unpredictable. Help me. Help me. WWE is a better product. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Again, different strokes for different folks, but we are going to call it fair. That was a fun match. That was a good match. I'm just so over death matches. And every single match had something happen after the match. We don't just get a finish and then go home. The trial of Tony Khan. Tomorrow we will be here to discuss it. WWE mentioned Bullet Club a whole bunch. 100%. They're not shying away. Another new thing. We're getting Mercedes with 1 minute to go. Johnny Wrestling liked my tweet. I am going to SummerSlam. There you go. Love it, Scott. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate it. KJ reminds me of Big Papa Plumsteiner with his get out of here. I don't have the tennis ball fucking biceps. Why are we ending the? Why is this happening right now in my life? She's so fake. Fake as fuck. This lady is as fake as a $3 bill. I'm only getting started. You got to keep a microphone away from this lady. She is horrible. Why is this happening now? Was she fake in WWE? Yes. She was not a good promo in WWE. She was good in ring. Her promos sucked. And that's why Charlotte got more love. Becky got more love. Bayley got more love. Rhea's now getting more love. And that's why WWE wouldn't pay her as much as Tony paid her. She sucked in WWE. That's an exaggeration. She wasn't as good as them in the WWE. She was 4th, 5th on your tier list. If she signed with WWE, she'd be in the middle of the pack. She's not at the top of the food chain. So that opinion hasn't changed with the company. This is fake as shit. Period. She is bad. There you go. That's all it takes. And that's not my cup of tea, so I don't agree with that either. Mercedes finally here again. So we've gone 1 minute over. I have no idea why this is happening now. I haven't enjoyed Dynamite again this week. It's been meh. It's been okay. I'm all ears for the ratings, but I don't get this. What a fucking horrible fucking moment. Are we going to find out? Oh, we're going to the back. So this is maybe when we find out. I don't know why you're doing it now. Oh, no, we're back with Edge. Somebody fucking unpredictable is one way to put it. I don't know what's happening. Kyle O'Reilly and Edge are now aligning. She's all right, man. I don't get it. I don't see the appeal. I don't see it. I really don't see what people see in Mercedes. Cope open. So wait, Kyle O'Reilly is challenging for the TNT title, but Adam Copeland is in a rivalry with the House of Black? Is Kyle O'Reilly joining the House of Black? What? Why is Malachi not getting the match? Help me. They're right. It's unpredictable. Doesn't mean it's good. Yeah, no, she's not good. She's not here tonight. And she's Canadian. Go figure that out. And here come the Bucks. So hold on tight. It is a weird overrun, 100%. The show doesn't end till we say it. Yeah, that Mercedes Moné promo was absolutely useless and unnecessary. This is better. And by the way, keep your opinions coming, folks. I got answers to everything. Why no Ricky Starks? Because Ricky Starks got fucked by Jericho, and Big Bill is now Jericho's, and nobody gives a fuck about Ricky Starks. So I'm looking forward to Ricky Starks in NXT. Do you think up until this point, Monday Night Raw was miles better than NXT and AEW Dynamite? And again, I think you have to be a very tunnel visioned hater to tune into. I mean, just the Ricochet. There was nothing as good as the Ilya Ricochet match on this show tonight. Not one thing. So I think we're going to get MCMG here, guys. And we'll see how unpredictable it is. Mercedes has a body. Yeah, Mercedes does nothing for me. Nothing. The face, the like nothing. Again, if she's your cup of tea, fine. But I break a twig. You heard me. We were here to make AEW a better place. Yeah, make AEW great again. Let's go, Nicholas. We had no choice to give Tony Khan a Tony Khan driver. How was Dynamite? I watched the next game. Mixed bag tonight. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. There wasn't really anything good. Find out time. Yeah, here we go. But like it's 5 minutes after the hour. I mean, it's interesting choice. And we really could have skipped the Mercedes promo and went straight into this. Man, Edge is wrestling so much. He's wrestling too much. See, this is what I'm talking about. It makes no sense. And Kyle just lost the title shot. How does he go right? Oh, rankings don't matter. We made them up and then we took them away again. Help me. And here we go. The unpredictable music. FTR is here. So the other two slots are about to find out. Be elite. Be elite. I love it. Yeah, I think it's going to be MCMG, guys. Oh, it's not MCMG. It's Eddie. What? So Eddie and who? But this is good. I'm going to say it. This is okay for me. You want someone to say fuck around and find out? Eddie's the guy. No MCMG, though. So you get Mark. See, I sold you. And Bryan Danielson. What the fuck? What the fuck, Tony? Now, Danielson makes sense because Tony said he would drop the company to Danielson if anything ever happened to him. Danielson, Eddie Kingston hate each other. But to me, this is better than MCMG, to be honest. And we're going to go off air before the showdown. This random, so random. See, Eddie should have thrown the first punch, not Daniel. I like it, though. I will say Eddie was a better choice. It's just so fucking out of left field. Motor City's taking like you, KJ. Should we go? Yeah. What's this NXT thing we hear about? Okay, the Bucks have no heat, none, and people keep jumping in and telling me like apparently I'm crazy, but they have no heat. If that was Ricky Starks and Big Bill trying to run the company, and they had Okada and Jack Perry, it probably would work better. I think there's a list of people that would get more heat. The Don Callis family is sitting around doing fuck and all. Help me. Now, I will say this. I will give them points. Eddie Kingston, to me, is a guy that stands on principle, right? So you guys want to take over this company, you're not doing it on my watch. Now, instead of doing it the way you did it tonight, I would have had an interaction. The Bucks are coming in, and they brush shoulders with Eddie, and they run their mouth, and that gives Eddie a reason to want to get involved. Danielson, I said, I told you what the connective tissue is there. But it's pop-up book booking. It's not storytelling. It's pop-up book. Oh, it's pretty. And that's it. But ladies and gentlemen, like we do at the end of every show, I see 140 plus people with me right now. Give me your rating out of 10 for AEW Dynamite. What did you think of the show? What did you like? And again, if you have a strong opinion, present your case. I'm all ears. If you like the show, what did you like? You can't just say the show was awesome. You can't just say the show was better than Raw. Why was it better than Raw? Because I watched both shows, and Raw felt less of a 3-hour show than tonight did. Tonight felt like a 3-hour show. Monday flew by. That's it. You shut up, Boston. I'm not even reading your rating. Let me roll up. Let me see who we got. 6 out of 10 from 123 Kid. Horrible. Donnie Berg at Edmonton. So Boston's like, fuck it. I'm gonna jump on the train and roll all the way. I guess all of us are wrong. Steve G, who's all of us? Because I have 140 people in the chat, and I think you're the minority as far as the opinion goes. Oh, I take that all back, Steve. Totally thrown off. I think you were talking about MCMG, so please forgive me. I jumped on you too quick. Pause. You can pause on that. The Bucks had 0 heat. Yeah, I took that completely out of context. See, context is king, my friends, and I can admit when I'm wrong. Oh my God, they just wrecked that match with slow-mo Eddie. Again, if you're gonna bring Eddie in, I understand from an entertainment standpoint of a guy like Eddie can come out and cut a promo. The problem is you got to temper Eddie because Eddie's going to eat them all alive on the mic. The Bucks can't cut a good promo. Nobody believes him. Nobody takes him serious. Jack Perry's the best one out of the group as far as being a heel right now. Okada, I don't think this was the right role for Okada. Yeah, no. To me, Eddie in an anarchy match, maybe he'll bring a gas can. Remember that time he ran around with a gas can for no reason? I don't fucking know. Again, to me, these gimmick matches are covering up the fact that you can't get in the ring and really do it and make it count. That's my opinion. Danielson and Eddie made more sense than MCMG. I agree. And I think it's a bigger reaction from the fans. Danielson and Eddie get a bigger pop than MCMG. I completely agree with that. Mercedes makes my night every week. Do you, boo-boo? Again, if that's your cup of tea, enjoy. Magic 8 Ball says Eddie and Danielson. Fair enough. It's a Donnie Brook got that one. Horrible. This trial is going to be amazing tomorrow. Going to be a classic. Johnny Beans. We can't wait for the trial of Tony Khan tomorrow night. If you can still hear my voice, make sure you're there tomorrow. We're looking forward to it. Like MDB said earlier, we're super proud of the idea, super proud of the concept, and we really want it to be a success. And I think we're going to do it, try and do it monthly or every once in a while when there's something that really needs to be debated in wrestling. Maybe we'll do the Papa Paul era next, and we'll put that on trial. We'll find out. This whole show is what the fuck. Just a lot, again, where people earlier tonight were like, AEW is unpredictable. Oh, I can tell you a few things that are going to happen. We're going to get a match, then we're going to get a melee after the match. That's how you build storylines in this company. You're going to get Jericho eating up a ton of minutes for nothing. You'll get a shitty 3-4 minute women's match, even though tonight's I did enjoy. I thought Harley and Mariah May did okay. I thought that was a pretty good match, actually. And you're probably going to get a no DQ match that has some blood, some thumbtacks, some chairs, some tables. Yeah, so unpredictable. She shoehorn booking 100%. Just shove it in there. Bucket. If Tony Khan shags like he books, he's just all thumbs and fingers and doesn't know where to put any of it. 4.25. Yeah, you heard me. 6.5, 0 to 10. Disappointed, 5. 4 out of 10. Fair enough. AEW doesn't tell stories. They write haikus. Yeah, but a haiku is at least like got a rhyme and a rhythm, and it's broken down into sections. You got a little. It all makes sense. It all adds up. It's cute. Tony doesn't have any rhyme or reason. Be like if a 4-year-old wrote a haiku. Kind of boring. Was there anything uber exciting tonight? That's what I'm going to throw out to the chat. Is there anything exciting about tonight? Like, yeah, we got Brody King bleeding. Yeah, we got a melee at the end. But was there anything really like, holy fuck, dude, I got to message my buddy and let him know what just happened? That's what I'm looking for. Those holy fuck moments. Eddie always stuck up for AEW, and he hates the Bucks. It works for me. I give him credit. Credit where it's due. It's going to save them a couple points in my books. 5 out of 10 from Steve G. I appreciate that, sir. 3.5 out of 10. I changed channel, then the Bucks came out. Yeah, that happens. 5, 4 out of 10. Not much logic and very disjointed show. I would agree. A lot of repetition. And syllables. I was trying to find the fucking word syllables for the last 30 seconds. Thank you. Back to the Haku. Tonight had a good main event and a good Swerve promo, but the rest I could have done without. So yeah, okay. That's fair. What did I do? 4.25. Season 4, Fight Forever Pass. Oh my god. Yeah, I saw this. This hit our Discord today. I mean, my Fight Forever is just a dusty coaster right now. So yeah, that I can't believe they're still giving out season passes. What the fuck? I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Willow killed Sasha on the mic, and Willow's man, this girl looks like couch company for a movie and a snuggle. I think 7's aggressive, and that based on what the reasoning. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. What was Kenny's announcement? I missed it. Fuck, right? Kenny was in the hospital. Kenny was not in the building. And Kenny announced that we're going to get Anarchy in the arena at Double or Nothing because, again, it has to be a chaos match. Yeah, wow. 4 out of 10. The show, if it was Pac and not Eddie, I'd team WWE versus team AEW. That's kind of funny. Sasha can't speak. She's a horrible promo. Here's the problem. They're pitching her as a babyface. Now she's going up against a babyface, and maybe this is the beginning of her turning into a heel. But she's fake. She's pretentious. She can't cut a promo. She sounds like she's acting. I feel like I'm watching a high school drama play, and not even a good one. One of those high school plays that you sit through just because you're hoping the girl that you're watching, you're going to get lucky. It's not a good situation. It's not. Sasha Banks may be the most. I'm curious. Are the Young Bucks or Sasha the most overpaid people in all of wrestling? Sasha's the highest paid woman in wrestling. That's a travesty. The Young Bucks being the highest paid tag team is the biggest ripoff and scam ever. So that's a tough one. This past Monday night, we got bangers. I know people don't want to admit it, but we did. They don't want to. They just, no, it's not good. It's not good. The dub did it. It can't be good. Okada kind of fell into the background being in the elite. Yeah, I should be in the background character. No, yeah. Okada's booking's a bit of a tough one. I'm a little surprised with how Okada's being presented. Yeah. Again, that's all I can really say about it. Like, it's just interesting. Maybe we will get an exploding knee pads for MVP. Oof. 4 out of 10 Dynamite is now the worst show in professional wrestling. Oof. It's definitely the most inconsistent. That unpredictable KJ. KJ is the BCC done. They don't associate with each other. We don't talk about them. We never see them together. So either they're together and they don't want anyone else to know, or they're not together. Again, incomplete storytelling. You're so busy wedging people into storylines that you're not even concluding the previous shit they were doing. And the whole Kyle O'Reilly thing, I'm sorry, Kyle O'Reilly and Edge, and the fact that you had two backstage segments during an overrun blows my fucking mind. Why didn't you get rid of those 2 segments? You could have saved them for Rampage or Collision, and you have Edge's match go a little bit longer, or the fight go a little bit longer. 7 out of 10, we got Hot Girl action with Mariah May. Damn. Well, Malik, if that's all it takes, man, I'll give it to you. This show was brought to you by Woo Wings. Or that dickhead. No, I don't know. Poor Flair. Causing trouble everywhere he goes. I cook while I watch. Kenny's announcement was Anarchy in the Arena. 5.5 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10. Is he in it, Richard? No. So I made the mistake of thinking he was going to be in it. No, we just got the 4 people. As it stands right now, we got 4 on 4. And I have a feeling, and you guys can test this theory, and you guys can all hold me accountable. Double or Nothing, Hangman returns and joins the Elite. Willow, I don't want to click on that, but you might be right. There will be 2 Utes there. 2 Utes tomorrow. 2 Utes in court. Dun, dun, dun. Johnny Bean's having a good time. I forgot. I have a bone to pick with MDB for framing me. No, we're back on that. You confess, bro. Trial of the New Era. Book it. Steve G, I might take you up on that offer. We might have to go to court on that one. So we'll put that, we'll file that under highly recommended. That Jericho match was pointless. It was shit. And again, I got people giving me shit about an Ilya Ricochet match, but I just had to sit through a Jericho fucking nobody match with a big tall man doing all the work. Sucked. Fucking sucked. Sucked. And if you liked it, all the power to you. Some people like sticking their fucking tongues in light sockets. Not my problem. MDB, show your face. He's hiding. Hiding. 8 out of 10. Robert. To each their own. But man, I would love to know how you call that an upper tier show. If that's an 8, Jesus Christ. What are you going to give an actual good show when it happens? We didn't get any pyro. No. Boston losing 6-1. Holy shit. Actually, that's a good point. Thank you for that. I love that Boston's losing. Fuck them. 6 out of 10, says Kyle. 12 plus. Mick, I'm not sure what you're referring to, but that's a huge score, so I hope you're having fun, bud. That is the definition of Tony Khan's booking. Well, Tony, how are we going to make it make sense? I don't know, just shove it the fuck in. That's it. But yeah, fact. So I guess Swerve is fighting Mogul Embassy until Double or Nothing. Guys who never win. Yeah, so in an attempt to build a rivalry with Christian, Swerve will probably beat every member of the Mogul Embassy the way Ospreay just beat every member of the family. That's why shit matters. That's what I said. Well, we're going to have Christian fight Swerve. Oh, but Swerve's with the heel faction and Christian's with the heel faction. Fuck it. Shove it in there. We'll figure it out. Shove it in there. Throw some money at it. Like, that's the booking style. Syllables. Mercedes looks hot. If you think so, yes. She's a pretty lady. Don't get me wrong. Not my style. She does nothing for me. Where in the world is Jeff Jarrett? Yeah, Jeff Jarrett's been quiet and very, we're not sure where Jeff Jarrett's been. Good night, Brandon. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us. Folks, I will say last call on the chat. I will click through some of these. But if you got any final thoughts, let me know. The trial of Jericho. I think the hardest part is who's going to defend the motherfucker. I mean, again, if OJ got off, maybe Jericho could, but he's been murdering everything. But too much? Too soon? I don't know. Fuck them all. Can we say Undisputed Kingdom is a bust? 100% bust. Even the AEW fans hated the double storyline. And again, know what they're going to do? They're going to just shove it in there, Key, because what's going to happen is MJF's going to get healthy. Adam Cole, why did you show us that Adam Cole can walk? Why did you show us that Adam Cole got out of the fucking wheelchair and then we haven't seen anything from him since? Nothing. Not a thing, guys. What are we doing? Because when they decide they're going to do Adam Cole versus MJF as the fucking buddies storyline coming back together, they're just going to do what, folks? Shove it in there. Say it with me now. That's what I said. You ready for my cousin Vinny tomorrow? I can't fucking wait. It's going to be a ball. 4 out of 10. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my ranking tonight. I'm going to give them a 5 even. I'm going to say they didn't fail completely. I didn't hate, like, I wasn't like fucking completely tuned out, but there's way too many things that are wrong with the show right now. And I know certain fans don't want to hear it. And I appreciate your opinion. And again, if you're a 22-year-old guy, you might not see things the way I do, or a girl or whatever. Different places, different strokes, different folks, fine. But tonight is a 5 at best. The only reason I give it a 5 is the main event was kind of fun. The ending storyline, I'll give them credit. At least there was energy behind it. Again, we're just shoving shit in. Swerve looked like an asshole tonight. Jericho is an asshole. A lot went wrong. Not enough. We went over to do that. That Mercedes promo was fucking horrendous. The minute she speaks, I just want to like fucking put a bag over her head. It's not good. It's not good. So bad. But yeah, I thought Mariah May was all right with Harley tonight. Yeah, again, if you want to base it on superficial shit, it's not so bad. But I can't go any higher than a 5. I mean, again, I think a 5 is a generous number, but it was not a great Dynamite. And I honestly, I'm struggling to find good Dynamites. Wrestling for life over everyone. We appreciate you, MDB. 5 out of 10. He plays comedy on CMLL, KJ. Okay, what did I miss? KJ, we get a 3 hours of AEW show on Saturday. Yes, we do. Congratulations to new NWA World Champion, Thomas Latimer. I like Thomas. Big win. EC3 no longer the champion. Listen, I really think that NWA's got to come together and have a big meeting and figure itself out. There was a lot there once upon a time, and Billy has lost his mind. I know a lot of people pick on Tony Khan's booking. Billy Corgan has completely buried this fucking channel. Or this show, not the channel. Wow, KJ, the Leafs were in. I'd be rooting for your happiness. I'm bitter, Boston. There's been so like it's like keeping going back to the same ex, and every time you get hurt and get fucked and get hurt and get fucked, and you're like, this time's gonna be different, and then you get fucked again, and not in the good way. That's what it feels like every time I see Boston. To each their own, absolutely. I can't convince the world. Jericho's match and promo sucks. Jericho in general just sucks. Jericho is an absolute fucking waste of time. 8 from Mr. Golfer. That surprises me. If Nick isn't dressed like Saul Goodman tomorrow, I'm shutting down the stream. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I got most of y'all. If I missed anything, come back tomorrow. Like I said earlier tonight, 8 p.m. tomorrow, Wrestling Court goes live. We will have the trial of Tony Khan, and it might actually be part 1 because there's a lot to argue when it comes to Tony Khan. But be there, be a friend, tell a friend, click all the buttons, click all the stuffs. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful hump day. We will be back tomorrow, Friday, Junior. We will go live with our new show, and we would appreciate all the love and support. Check us out on social media. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Big shout out to Big Nick. Big shout out to Anthony. Big shout out to this chat. You guys are amazing. Even the guys that get mad at me, I still love you. It's just a difference of opinion, and that's what's allowed at the Wrestling Utopia. Stoner Jesus. Thank you. Good to see you, buddy. Better late than never. Call KO and have him zoom in. I'm working on it. We'll tag KO in some stuff and see if he'll pay attention. But we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We are the channel that just watches more live wrestling than anyone else out there. And truly, thank you for joining us tonight. I will see everyone tomorrow. And until then, I'll see you on the flip side. Good night.